So we're back with the final run of the Switch 2 Shiny Living Dex Challenge of June with a day of DAs. We're still yet to get a shiny in a DA, which is fine. It is fine. But it would be nice if we could. So I guess the term is let's get going. I did some DAs with some people online at the weekend and got a shiny Poliwrath, but sadly that won't count for this challenge. So yeah. Oh, we did get this to work at last. Yes, okay. Right. Right, I just want to go and do some very, very minor footage. Because why not? What else is going on here today? What's happening in here? I just want to make sure it's not me pinging. Okay, nothing's going on. That's fine, that's fine. I don't really like having Discord open when I'm doing this, but yeah, let's just ignore it. It's not going to make any noise. Wrong button. So I just want to make a very, very small bit of footage for one of my races. Like we said we're going to do these races. So I want to just do a few encounters so we can show what the potentials are. So we've mentioned we're doing shiny hunt races, which will start on the Sunday, which will be the very first one. It's going to be a Route 1 race here. So the potentials are a Rookity. So I'm basically just going to be chopping this up anyway, so none of the sound is going to come through. We're just showing off what all the options are. A Squovit, I hope. And the idea will be to see how many we can get in about 3 hours. That's the goal. Okay, we'll get the Wooloo first, then we'll get the explanation point. I'm hoping one of them will be Blipbub and one will be Caterpie. Okay, that's not one. It would be very funny if we did get a shiny making these footage. Let's be honest. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. Let's just see what else is here. So we got those three. We need Nickit to turn up, which is a bit of a problem one. Can we get... Let's go. Okay. A bug? No, we'll never square it. So on this save, I haven't really ever done much in this area, so yeah, it's not going to be good for shiny hunting. But whatever. I can't remember what else. There we are. Oh, Grubib as well. I forgot this was an option. Let's go. What else are you going to give me? You know what, I should probably see if I can get that Nickit to appear. Not this. Oh, there's something in the grass. Is it a Caterpie? Nope, it's another one of these. Another little Squivit. Not the problem. Not a problem at all. So with the DAs, I'm not really sure which one we're going for, to be honest. Again, I'm quite open to do whatever chat would like to do. Part of the fact that DAs is an interactive challenge. I didn't bring the other Switch over, which was a bit silly today. But never mind. It is very difficult to run two when you're streaming anyway. It's hard enough when you're joining someone else. There's the Blipbug. So it's just a Caterpie and a Nickit we need to encounter. And then I can just sort of do a bit of a very bad hype package video. Because let's face it, I'm not very good at this designing stuff. Ooh, Blipbug. And they're going to be like the main targets. which is fine. Like, they're all easy enough to get. And I will also point out that it is exceedingly hot today. It is funny because this morning it was meh, but muggy. But now the sun's come out and it's like, fire, too hot. I've been in the same place doing the film reviews and no heat, no problem. Put this on, just like, nope, you're not going to be comfortable for a while. Can we have the Nickit, please? Well, the Caterpie, I guess. Nickit and Caterpie. I'm pretty sure Caterpie appears here. It would be very annoying if it doesn't. But again, it's not so bad because we haven't got the Nickit yet. No, it definitely does, because one of the people in chat got the shiny Caterpie here when they were hunting Route 1 the other day. It must just be a rare spawn. Do I have to get my Sword and Shield guide out? Like, when I was doing Nuzlocke and stuff, I started buying the guide so I could map out some of my routes, and I got them all really cheap, like £2 or £3 second hand, and I got the Sword and Shield X and Y and one of the Alolan ones, but I can't remember if it's like just Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but they were really cheap, so I just snapped them all up. I used to have all of the guides, like for Kanto, Johto, the works. I used to collect them all. Okay, I might give up trying to get this sort of B-roll I was trying to get. That was kind of the plan, just to get a little bit of B-roll. Thought it would be a little bit easier. If you do hear cars, somebody across the road is revving around their fancy Jag today, so they've got one of the vintage ones, and I think they've just come back from holiday, so they're taking it for a little rever to make sure it works nicely. I am more surprised I have not seen a Nickit yet, to be honest. But I do try to keep myself sat in the darkness. Oh, that's an Aura one. Shall we try the Aura one? Why not? Not shiny. See, this is one of the Pokemon I really struggle to know what the shiny looks like. I decided also today to start a tiny bit earlier, because the thing is we've been going a little bit longer each time. It's good and it's bad. I want to try to get into longer sessions, really. Especially now we're going to be doing the purer shiny hunting side of things. We're not just going to be continuing the story, which is pretty much what we've spent most of June doing. The stories in all the games. Like, we've not had a proper shiny hunt session, really. We keep doing odd bits here and there. We did some DAs today, why not? For the fun of it. No, we rotate our games through twice a week. We have, what is it? Monday and Thursday is Galar, Tuesday and Friday is Paldea, and Wednesday and Saturday is Hisui. Oh, there's that Nickit. We get 2 this time. Okay, we may give up searching for this last one. So, yeah. I don't think actually my Alcreamy's got any moves, because I've been, I came to that little quest last time, didn't I? Oh, there's a blip bug. Okay, so I can't actually find this Caterpie. Part of me is also tempted, like, I've got to do the other game in, what is it? It's going to be Sword. So, yeah, we're going to do Sword. No, we're going to do Shield. I'm tempted to try it as a bit of a more bonkers challenge. Well, welcome in, Dragon. How are you? I'm just doing a little bit of collecting some footage for the shiny hunt race, pretty much. I'm just looking for a Caterpie and then I get into DAs. I just want to do a little bit of a hypey package for our shiny hunt race on Sunday. Pretty much, but I just need to encounter all of the Route 1 stuff. And I found everything but Caterpie. Fair enough. It is one of those exceedingly hot days again today. As we said. If you do want to do some DAs, let me know. We can run some. I was hoping the Caterpie would show up by now, but I've seen everything else multiple times, but no Caterpie. So yeah, a bit annoying. So that means you're looking to do some more of your... oh, there we are. There's the Caterpie. You're looking to do a bit more of your Fire Red Leaf Green playthrough today, I imagine. Right, so I can now go back. I've got what I want. I'm still going to leave that in the main vlog, VOD. Fair enough. Did you want to do any DAs beforehand or not? And you don't have anything special, lady, so... What did we save? I forgot what we saved. We had Tapu Fini, didn't we? Right, I'm going to go for a Blacephalon raid. Yeah, so... fair enough. Yeah, that's the one... It's funny because yesterday I'm complaining about Let's Go because it's pretty quick to get a level up. Okay, I'll do a solo one for now. Yeah, I was moaning about Let's Go being ages to get through, but when you go back to the old games and you have to do each one at a time, it was pretty horrid times back then. When you look back at what you used to do in these games. So I feel like I'm going to have to go for the Vaporeon, maybe. No, Malamar might be good. What's the normal type? There is also a scientist. What's the fairy type? Actually, no. This side is better. Okay, fair enough. No worries. I'm going to hopefully win this one. I would like a nice, good start on these. We haven't had the best of luck in this save. Well, the reality is we don't have a shiny yet. So, yeah, it's not been good. But whatever, we'll get there. We always do. Right, what have we got? We have special attackers, so I'm going to actually use the Ooze. Max Ooze. But I am really starting to look forward to the idea of these races. I don't think we'll have many people on the first couple, but it's mainly because I'm doing it at a bit of an awkward time. It's probably one of the worst times for the American audience because it'd be quite early for them. Even like the European audience, it's like if they're out and about, it's gonna be awkward times as well. So a lot of it is more just trialing the idea of the races, and we'll work out what is best after that. I am kind of happy Vaporeon just used Charm. Okay, that's on me, and I'm a tank. But I am confused. But that should hurt, right? Good. Grassy terrain? Okay. Fine. Being not very helpful, Barblo. Okay. Well, we did get some health back, so it isn't the worst outcome. Let's go with some Ooze. We managed to hit our Ooze. And it's going to go for Solar Beam, which is really annoying. I really need Vileplume to actually attack this time. Where did that go? Dropped the penlet because I'm distracted easily. Terrain pulse. Okay, that did work. Why didn't you do that first time? That would have been quite a broken partnership. The sad thing here is we need a lot of swapping in our team because yeah, two of these are useless in the final. One of them is not great, but at least it's a bit more neutral to the fire. But it is only a middle evolution, so it's very weak defensively. So that's not helpful. But you know us. One if you take it, please. That'll do. We got rid of one. Then we can go on to this, and when we're going to take on the dark type. So we kind of need, well actually it doesn't matter, they're both going to be weak to the dark type moves. Whether it's this or it's the Executor, but the Executor is the thing that will need to swap en route. Otherwise, we don't do well, and I can't really touch this, so that's fun. But I am fast. It's a weird Pokemon Tentacruel. It's a tanky, speedy thing. Okay, Magmar took that pretty well. But Vaporeon wasting a move, as always. That's not terrible. I'm going to go for a poison, I guess. If we get the poison, it's nice. Fire Blast. Okay, we were chipping down this thing quite a lot more than I thought we would, to be honest. I'm hoping that's a confusion. Nope, okay. Yeah, so I think we will beat it on the next round. Because again, I'm not much help against the dark type, I don't think. Couldn't really figure out what it was, if I'm honest. Didn't really look either. Probably should have. But I am going to be doing a full roundup of the June adventures, which will go on the Voices Shiny Hunt channel, which would be good. And that's where most of the more edited shorts go. And all the VODs go on just the plain Voices lot, which officially start going out on the 1st of July. Which by the time you're watching this, if you are watching them, you would know that you've caught up. I make them run only Monday to Friday at 9 o'clock in the morning they go live. And they're all about 3 hours-ish, apart from yesterday's, because we rage quit Let's Go. So yeah, we definitely don't like Let's Go. We're sick of it. It's done. It's going to be put on the back burner for now. Okay, that's okay. This has the dark move, which is kind of important. So what is this? This is an Absol. We can't take the ice and we can't take the grass ghost, so we're going to have to take the Absol. It's pretty much going to be down to me, because of course it is. I'm going to go with the expert belt, because I think I'm already fastest on the field. And what do we get? Lots of seeds. Lovely. I'm going to not Dynamax in this battle because there's not much point. Oh, it's a Persian. I thought it was Absol, but never mind. It's not actually as bad. It's mainly only dark moves this has. So it won't be terrible in the final, but it's pretty feeble. Right, I'm just going to try and boost so I can do a lot. Just one of the very, very strange things. For the first time ever, one of my things on Instagram actually has people talking. We're going to do another Swords Dance. I think it's on... Yeah, it's not on this one. It's on the movie review one. We have 2 accounts, because we are crazy like that. But what is happening? I'm not used to having comments on anything on here. Sometimes they get shared, but otherwise... Yeah. People are talking like mad. What is going on? Okay, yes. I do agree with that. Okay, I'm not actually involved in this. They're actually left a comment thinking it was me that made the movie. Interesting. Okay, I reviewed The Shark Whisperer on Netflix today, and it's all about a social media star and our partner who do a lot of work to preserve the lives of sharks and trying to prove that they're friendly, not as dangerous as everybody makes them out to be. There is also a Slowpoke in the chat. Let's remember I still need to do some of these catching. Let's get this saved. But welcome back, Dragon. This is not going as smoothly as I would have liked it to, but whatever. I did finally also get the Nightbot thing working. So the alerts go through. So yeah. But the problem is I've done two. Oh no, I've got the Shiny Dex one, and yeah. So we've got a couple more Nightbot commands going through if anyone is interested in following our process in the Shiny Dex website. We are putting a clip of all of the shinies we get whenever we get them, which is why there's only 6 at the moment, but only 5 Pokemon, because we are doing male and female. So that is the plan. So you can click on the Pokemon and you can go to the clip of the shiny to see whether there is an interesting reaction or not. Spoiler, there aren't that many. So we have 2 lives for this battle, and we might be actually on my Dynamax, so that was kind of why that one took a bit longer, because I was on Dynamax at the beginning and there wasn't too much point in doing it. And we caught a Slowpoke, both of us today. Nice. I'm kind of leaning more towards doing different Pokemon. Not quite. We're going to try and use it then first, I guess. I may have showed Swords Dance, might have been a good idea. Okay, Magmar has been here from the beginning as well. I did get Tentacruel as like the first Pokemon, which was nice. Okay, so we got 1 life and it's just beast boosted. Not good. The one positive is 2 of us resist the fire, but I think Fur Coat is very weak to fire. We are miles away from my Dynamax. It must have been on mine at the very end, annoyingly. Okay. I hit a Hydro Pump, which was very nice. Critical hit. We get the confusion too? No. Fire Blast onto me? Okay, that's game over. We lost to the Blacephalon. No, we didn't have a very nice run. The computer sabotage did all. Silly computer. It took too long to beat the first Pokemon, really. And I forgot what. I think we lost 1 life. No, we beat. No, Vaporeon did take 1 of our lives. Dracolog and Persian. No shinies. Sadly. But we may just continue doing this thing where I go and see what the lady is offering up. And go for that. What have you got? Zygarde? Okay, maybe we're not going to take that one. No, we don't want Zygarde. Do you fancy a Tapu Fini? Might be an interesting one. Did this actually do what I thought it was going to do? I'm going to find out later what if I've messed up the stream element side of the alert, because I've got notebook and stream elements that might have chat messages, but we're half an hour in, so I'm not sure. I got some of the times a bit. It is Water Fairy, this one, so we pretty much just want electric, grass and poison. Maybe Steel. I don't know if Steel's strong against this. So like, that tentacle would have been very nice, I imagine. But yeah, that's pretty much the typings we need. And I believe it's just the 2 of us. We can make it. As I say, like, today is very, very hot, so I kind of think a lot of people are not switching consoles on at this time of day, if I'm honest. It's probably going to be even worse later. It seems like it's going to get even harder. Like, she's great. Oh, okay, this will work very nicely. Oh, the quillfish is very nice too with the intimidate. Take the Vicavolt maybe? Computer? No, cradily. It works. It has a poison move. At the moment, I don't think we need to swap. I'm very worried we're going to have to go that right just because we don't have anything for the what's it called? But the Shinotic would be easy to beat. No. Yeah, if we just stick right, like, as I say, I don't think we've got very much for the Clef Key. Because it's still typing, so all the poison is useless, pretty much. And the Shinotic doesn't have a grass move, so that's not much help either. Yeah, so today we watched The Shark Whisperer. It was an interesting documentary. It's a bit of a campaigny one to protect and get the right to protect wild sharks, not because they're not dangerous, or the reality is people only get attacked by sharks when they go in the water. You don't see a shark come on the land and attack a human, so that's the way to look at it, I guess. Right. And then I went and watched Deadware, which was based on the first sort of idea of webcam conversations in the late 90s, and two friends are having one and they decide to play an interactive game that takes them down a very dark path because of something that is connected to one of their friends. It's a very interesting one, and it's done by director Isaac Rodriguez, and he's done quite a few of the lesser known recent found footage movies that I really like. So that's kind of what it is. Like, it's partially that, like, they see it as prey, but it all depends on which type of shark it is as well. A lot of sharks just aren't bothered, and as one of the guys in the documentary said, if they were going to hunt humans, humans would just disappear. They wouldn't get attacked and swim away or get away. That's the problem. Oh no, it's okay, it's healing us. That's nice of it. This one is very optional. This wouldn't be bad to have on our team for healing duties. But again, we've both got poison moves. And we'll get the stab on the poison move. So there's not too much. And we've got... But then the other side of this is I am taking away your intimidate, which could be helpful because of my neutralizing gas. Of course, that's how it works. But it would take away the Tapu's ability, so I don't know. We should be fine with this. I think we stick. Yeah, because even if you could, the triage isn't going to work anyway. We kind of probably want Amelia to take this. So I'd rather have the grass move on that, then that's perfect. If we could go straight to the final now, I'd be very happy. Right, I can't risk them taking Altaria, so we're going to have to take the Vesperquin. I think. We can beat it with what we've got. It's got nothing strong against most of us. So yeah, that seems like the sensible play. I think it's a good choice from us. But yeah, let's see if we can beat the big B. Just don't use a water move if you can, because I have a fire move. That would be quite bad. Sure, weaken my fire move. If you're Dynamaxing, that is. If you want to do your poison move and boost our special attacks, you can. But if you're Dynamaxing, don't use the water move. Because then my fire move will do no damage. If we can play this right, maybe I can Dynamax on the next Pokemon and set you up for the final. Because again, your poison move is going to hit quite hard. There we go. Wheezing. Fire. Okay. No burn? Okay, never mind. But we get the special attack boost, which is what we kind of need. It will help the whole team out, because I imagine Hatini might do something helpful. The Flutterby probably going to hurt a lot. No, it's bulky little thing, isn't it? Yes, we have a quick ad break. That's even working now as well. Sorry for the ads. So we've tweaked them a little bit more as well. Are we doing the same? More heat wave? Okay. It's great that I've got a move that's like the summer in England. That is good. I tried putting that on before, but it didn't want to work. So I'm happy that it finally works. So yeah, let's destroy the bee. Swagger. Uh-oh, that's not good. No, just confused. Expanding force. Ow, so close. Just going to use this then. Oh, don't use it on me. Don't use it on me. Okay, that's good. Oh, you're going to use Life Dew, aren't you, this time? No, that's good. That's worked out in our favour. Good work, team. Hopefully nobody swaps. Let's be honest. I know both of us aren't going to be swapping for probably the end. And we're not taking this poison type because it is fire, so don't take the poison. But let's get going. Right, no Sylvester McQueen. Okay, perfect. Nobody wants it. Right. So, what would be the best option here? What is the water type? What is that water type? That is Dreadnought. That is a mime. Maybe, no, mime. I'm not sure, to be honest. It's definitely not the poison type, though. As we know, the poison type is very weak. And again, sorry if you do hear any car engines revving. I have to have the windows open because it is too hot. And somebody is doing a little bit of work with their fancy jag. So, yeah. Can't help that right now. I will still plan to Dynamax. But how do you like the fact that Stream Elements now gives you an announcement when the ads are happening? I would like it as a pre-announcement, but I can't. I'll have to fiddle with a bit more of that. We put it to 2 minutes every half an hour now instead of 1.5 every 20 minutes. So I'm hoping that works a little bit better. Because I modded Stream Elements, I think it now works that way. I don't know what I've done to do it, but I had it all selected to do before, but because it can only be a mod that does it, I think because Stream Elements was not a mod, it couldn't do it. Well, this isn't good. We've all been hurt quite a lot. Okay, go on, Hatini. Life Dew, that's helpful. Heal us up, baby. Heal us. Dreadnought is one of the hardest things to beat if you don't have the grass move. And of course, Comfey has a grass move and doesn't want to use the grass move. Oh, so that's why we all got hurt. It has Rock Slide and is flinching us. Or at least flinching you. As I say, I will try to Dynamax here. I will be using Max Darkness. So if you have a special attack move, you may get the extra tiny bit of boost, but I don't think you do. But it will help Comfy if it decides to actually use something other than after you for life dew. But it will also help the Hatini, so that's good too. We have a Glimmet. That is a Gen 9 Pokemon, which means it's pretty new. So if you want to catch it, throw those balls. I don't know if the event is still on. So we'll find out, I guess, in a couple of days. Or in a couple of spawns, whether one appears. I never really knew what was going on with it, to be honest. Can you not use Rock Slide every turn, please? Because it seems a bit unfair that you've got a spread move. Okay, I can tank that. I'm a Wheezing. It's quite funny that I've had two very bulky poison type Gen 1 Mons for these first two runs. Now I think if you were to use Giga Drain or Energy Ball, whatever it is you've got, Comfy, we would win. But you're being stupid. Because of course the computer's being stupid and not helping us. Now this is the time when I probably wouldn't mind it using after you for life dew to get Hatini some health back, but what did you do? You special defense us. That's nice. I think Rock Slide is a special attack, right? After you, of course. Okay, life dew. Please be life dew. Lovely. That's good. Nobody caught the Glimmet. What is going on? It needed that, I think. But I don't think we win this round, because of course we don't, and it reset its stats. Razor Shell dodge, lovely comfort. You're helpful. For once. Now, can you just use your grass move and let us win? It would be dead. But it is called weak. I do know that life dew would be very nice, but I'd rather we just win. We've already gone against the final boss with just one. And if we don't win here, we miss the Quillfish's Dynamax as well. So all out attack, people. Okay, Comfy, I hate you so much. I don't think Quillfish can do enough damage here, if I'm honest. That's gonna hurt. That could have done damage. So we've lost 2 lives because the computer will not use the right move. And this is why people get sick of Dynamax Adventures. To be honest, this is why we hate them. Because the computer sabotages our runs. And we've missed the Dynamax, as we mentioned, because it wouldn't use the single grass move. Oh dear. I bet you will use the grass move now, won't it? Can we just do this with 2 of us? Because that's completely sabotaged this whole run. Well, I guess the other side of it is at least you could try a Swords Dance to start things off. That could be an option, just maybe just one, because it will probably try to reset your stats after a couple of goes, but it does have a still move at least. That's not the worst replacement, I guess. We are, what, fully health, but we only have 2 lives. I don't know if this has Surf or something, I forgot. I've only faced it once. No, we faced it a couple of times, didn't we? But we had the full team that were pretty organised last time. Because we had Belgium and ironically, I think. Because I think this is the one Tapu that they need. No, we did Coco, didn't we, with the 3, all of us. Because that's the one we all need. Right, I'm just going to go Sludge Bomb. Why not? After you, who's it going to help? Me. Okay. Oh. That a good start? Poisoned? That's nice. Some residual damage. Brine? Bit harder than I thought it was. And of course we miss. That's okay. The Discord one might be a little bit too common, but we'll find out. He's trying to get the timer so they don't all clash or all come up at once. Like I would like a different command, like every 20 minutes or something. Probably find out the link doesn't even work. No. Oh, we are surviving, but we're stuck in a vortex. It's a big hit. It's still a big hit. It may try and heal me. You never know. Didn't quite get to the desperation stage, so that's not terrible either. I can Dynamax, but it's a bit pointless. So, if you want to, you can do. Okay, maybe it wasn't. Could have done it. Didn't know whether to trust the Comfey or not, to be honest. It's one of those. Starfall, that shouldn't really hurt us, should it? Because we're neutral. Oh, probably, yeah, not very effective. But the fairy thing doesn't help. A rock slide actually hits, but you could use your steel move, you know, mate. Oh, it does have surf. That's not good. But we will take that pretty easily, to be honest. That's your hit, and I think I've still got to go. Oh, it dies to poison, so that's a GG, and good luck with the first shiny check of the Legends today. A nice easy start. It's amazing how much easier these are when you have just the two. I know we got lucky with a very early poison, but they all help. We may have done it a bit quicker if Dreadnought had just used the steel move, because it's a guaranteed hit and does 70 damage, or you know what I mean, 70 power, plus it's, unless steel isn't strong against water. Maybe that's why it didn't want to use it. But let's see, did we start the team efforts with a shiny? I'm pretty confident saying Comfey is not shiny. I think the sort of bit on the top becomes like a white when it's shiny, or a light blue. No to the Vesper Queen and the Dreadnought. The test is the Tapu, and the Tapu is not shiny, sadly. Never mind. I will save it. I'm going to see what the lady has. I'm probably going to keep doing that. I forgot what we've got. No, you got nothing. So, shall we try just a Suicune this time? Something different? Rotate through the list? Why not? It's always good. Like, it's nice to rotate through the list rather than just do one. Like, we went a bit loopy doing Landorus the other day, didn't we? Or the other month or so. Just on repeat over and over. Didn't do us much good, and we lost a lot of interest. I think it'll be just the two of us. I can leave it open. As I say, I think the weather's made a lot less people want to be gaming. Like, in the winter it's cold, you want to be inside. But in the summer a lot more people like to be outside for some strange reason, getting sunburnt. Well, what do we do with this mess? I'm going to take this. Now we have the pinch urchin, that could work. It's not much better. Of course it went Ditto, of course it did. Now there is a Jolteon, which is a good start. There is 2 electrics. Right, what else do we have? We have a grass. And we have the Comfey, which has a grass move. And then I think that's a Manetric. So yeah, we can do this. We can go this way to start with. it'll have to do. Just remember this has Volt Absorb, so don't waste any of your electric moves. What I will say is probably you can take it if you want to. Just for the stats reasons. How about no one takes the next one? Well, don't press no, take Jolteon if the computer doesn't take it. That makes sense in my head. If the computer does want it, let the computer have it. If they both say no, you're probably better off taking Jolteon. So, I really can't do too much to this, other than Bever Dance. But I think it's more of a special attacker anyway, so not much point. I could have maybe raised our physical attack, I guess, but yes, well, yeah, that makes the most sense. But then it could be worth me taking this for... Yeah, it could actually be worth me taking this. And the computer's using electric moves, of course it is. Because we got a fairy type next, and we've got two things weakish to fairy type. So, yeah. Yeah, so I could take it. It may be more sensible, because at least we've only got one weakness to the fairy type. Helping Hand is good, which is always nice. I gotta check what Volt Absorb actually does. Hitmontop might be good for the end, to be honest, if it can keep this up. Have you not got any other moves other than Venom Drench? Like, not even like the water move or something? Because Venom Drench only works if it's poisoned. From what I remember. And nobody on our team is going to poison it. It's probably still better than... As I say, Venom Drench is only going to work if it's poisoned. Even if you use the acupuncture thing move, whatever it's called, it might be a bit more. That's going to be the problem with the pinch urchin. There's not much it can do, so it may actually... maybe you take the Comfey for now, when we get there. I want to check what Volt Absorb does as well. So if Volt Absorb makes me more powerful, you could just charge me up, but I don't think it does. Sadly. Yes. We will have a little Jolteon then. I think it just heals me, doesn't it, Volt Absorb? Bit like Water Absorb, not Storm Drain or Lightning Rod. Okay. I didn't see it say that on the last one, that was all. Yeah, the water one would have been quite a bad one to go for with the team we had as well. But again, we just keep going. I'll double check, because I thought I saw one of us use Volt Absorb, or I think the Ditto used an electric move and it didn't do anything to the other Jolteon. But if you want to, you could try using, if it is that, you could use your Thunder electric move on me to power up my Shadow Ball. And then what I can do is then charge you right up in the final. Oh, that's something else we could keep. Maybe we are going to see what the computer wants to do against the Manetric, or for the Manetric. Let's have a quick look. There is restores HP, so it doesn't boost me at all, it just restores the HP. So no, it's a frustrating one because it's the lightning rod that boosts everything, and when you hear Volt Absorb and lightning rod, you think that's basically the same move. I am the same with Water Absorb and Storm Drain. I think they are as good as the same move. But with your electric move and my electric move, we could do some funky stuff with the Manetric. Maybe in the final. But I don't know. Well, I can Dynamax. I'm going to do this to lower its defense. You know, because otherwise it's going to take a while. So there's part of me that thinks you could actually keep the Pincurchin for the final. I know it sounds really bad and boring, but it could do the work for us with the 2 electric moves into the Manetric. I caught the Onyx. Maybe we'll see what the computer wants to do. I think it's unpredictable. I think as soon as you try to use it though, because all you got to do is use it on the opposition, and I think the lightning rod just takes it, regardless of how good the accuracy is, if I'm not mistaken. I could be very wrong. Maybe if you are going to take the Manetric, you could risk trying it in the next battle. Try Thunder and see whether try it, or at the end maybe. See how it works, like try and use it on me or something. Because it doesn't matter if you miss this, because at the end of the day there's not much we can change with the moves that we've got. As we said, Venom Drench is just never going to hit. Unless it has, like, one of us had a poison move. The other move is so strange and awkward, isn't it? It's an awkward sort of Pokemon to battle, if we're honest. Or use. But the Electric Surge could be kind of clutch in the final, because that might help get some more moves up there. This is special. All my moves are special, which is kind of annoying. I'm going to actually use Max Lightning, so if you want to use Thunder, it may be more powerful or more accurate. I don't know if that's how it works. If there's a Storm out, Thunder hits, or is it only the rain that makes it hit? But we'll see, I guess. Draining Kiss. Okay, but you are a tanky little Pincurchin. Get a little bit more of a boost. I've lowered its defense, so anyone who's got a physical move will help, but as we said, Hydro Pump is not very accurate. Coaching, okay, Hitmontop. I'm surprised Hitmontop is still alive, if I'm honest. But you never know. Let's deal with this. Thunder? No, Volt Absorb. So you used it on me. So that's what we mean. It doesn't seem to worry about the accuracy level too much, from what I can tell. It's just because you're trying to use a Thunder move, the Manetric will take it as a Lightning Rod. So if we both did a Thunder move, we would make the Manetric a little bit broken in the final. But it all depends what the computer wants to do, really. So I think we should let the computer take the Manetric, but don't click no unless it does. in case they both say no. But I kind of think you should keep it for the next battle. I know you can't do that much. You've also got to remember the Suicune may try and use Rain Dance or Max Geyser. So if it is going to start doing that, your Thunder will hit every time in the final. If we don't take the main trick, of course. That one is a little bit annoying to lose, I'm not going to lie. What is the water type at the end, just out of interest? It is Starmie. Okay, don't really want Starmie, do we? Yes, you don't really have much bulk. It's one of those where in the end it would be nice to give the Punchurchin to one of the computer characters, but it will probably just keep using that, whatever the move is, beginning with A. Just see if you can use that move on one of us if you want. See what happens. See what sort of boosts we get. Well, I know it's random, I think it's random. But at the end of the day, it's all we can really do here. I'm just going to see if I can lower its special defense. Pretty much all I can do. The one good thing is I don't think we can get hit by a lightning move by the main trick. Because we've got one as well now. So that'll be fun to see how that works. It does have a fire move, but it's still pretty tanky with that, and that's going to make it... Yeah. So what are we going to get it on? On me, what do I get? I get... accuracy. Sabotage. I guess the other option is if I Dynamax, you could Dynamax in the final. And then again, your Thunder is a guarantee. Well, no point using it Thunder, is there? Because if we take the main trick, but you could, if you take this Dynamax the main trick in the final, when I can supercharge you. That could be the other option. Like the Comfey would be good to keep around because it does have healing. It does have a grass move. But I'm not sure if this is purely random or not. Yeah, so I can definitely Dynamax. If you want to, you can go for your Hydro Pumps again now. I think they're physical, aren't they? If they're physical, do them. If, again, it doesn't make too much difference with the moves you've got. There's not much we can do to make it stronger or weaker, really. I don't want to risk using an electric move and boosting their main electric and not ours. Well, you could get maybe a bit of chippy in, I guess. Because the main electric isn't doing too much attacking. This thing's healing our team. We will have a Suicune on our team in the final, though, which would be kind of fun. But the idea will be you can just go straight in and start Max Lightning. I will just use an electric move and I'll boost your special attack every turn. Which sounds like it's a good plan. And did you survive? No, you got a crit. Oh no, you did survive. Just the invincible Pinchachin. It won't go down without no fight. Actually, there's even a bigger brain move that we could do in the final. This has a fire move. The first move you do, use Max Flare. Because you'll make the water moves not hit very nicely. And I think you've just fallen into the headlands. Just when I said that instruction. That's the way I look at it, as a potential extra boost we get. It's more of a protection boost than anything else, because the water moves won't do much. And then I can charge you up as we wait. Oh, good. We would have lost the bad Pokemon. Or the good Pokemon. Actually, Comfey was good. We like Comfey. Ditto. Pain in the ass. Get in the bin. Especially in this fight. Why do you want to be a Suicune? There is the Suicune. Let's go. Num num num. Pressure. Looking down on me. Yes. What is it? It's the normal time. But yeah. Right. Thunderbolt. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna hit. Ah, dear. Well, if anyone else wants to join the DAs, let us know. And we can make some space. Pick some Pokemon you need. And hopefully everybody can get a go at a few of the legendaries thereafter. That is the question. Do we get what we need? And will the Max Flare strat work? That is going to be the bigger question. Lightning Rod. Special attack Rose. Max Flare. Everyone's like, why are you using this on a water type? There we go. That should help if it does use a water move. It's got Calm Mind. That's not good. Yeah, but now you can probably just spam the move we said, like, just go for your max lightning now. I should get a second boost on you, so you'll be +2. Yes, it is +1, but it's not much else. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do in this final, is use this. If you die, it will hit the Suicune. If you don't die, it will hit you. Big damage, big damage. I think we finish it next time round if it doesn't reset the stats. But we do also get the boost of the electric terrain now. The energy ball, will it reset? The other side would have been just to use Helping Hand this time, but I think we're fine. But as I said, if anyone else does want to jump in and join a DA, let us know. We have a couple of spots. And we've won both that we've done as the team. We lost on our own against the computer with the Blacephalon raid. But that's a GG, so good luck with your shiny here. Hopefully one of us can get a shiny. It would be a good end to my streak on here with no shinies. I know I got a Poliwrath in the end of Robin's 12-hour stream, which was nice. It's an interesting shiny, to say the least, a Poliwrath. I've had one before, so that's another one for the actual spare box, which is fun. But yeah, I mentioned I'm going to make a roundup of June for this challenge, so I'm going to do a monthly roundup of how well the shiny hunting is going. But let's see, do we have a shiny? I don't know what a shiny Jolteon looks like, so no, oh no, and no to the Suicune, sadly. You got one, congratulations. What did one get? Ooh, what did the Suicune? Comfey, nice. I only remember what Comfey looks like because I hunted it in when they did some of the outbreaks in Scarlet and Violet probably about a year ago now. You know what, let's try Blacephalon this time, so we can say we've done one of each. I will set it up. And it is up and ready. If anyone wants to join a Blacephalon raid, your chance is now. It's the franchise, and I'm shining now, as one Jonathan Cena would say. But congratulations on the Comfey. It is a nice, rarer shiny, to say the least. I think it's going to be just the two of us, I guess. Don't think anyone else is here for DAs. And that'll be the last one for you, that's not a problem. Thank you for taking part, and at least I got you a shiny. The question is, was Comfey on the bingo board? Okay, so this is the broken thing to use anyway. I've forgotten what was on the Connect 4 board already. Well, you get the Nidoking, which is a nice start. Was Comfey on this? I don't think it was, to be honest. You went Rotom, interesting. We have a Ghosty. What have we got then? We have the Dark type on the left, which seems like a good choice. Then we've got the Carkol. And we're going to have to just take the normal type, I think. We could go this side. This might be better on the right. Yes. I think we sometimes forget the darkness strength against this as well. But it isn't the best all-round moveset. But it does have things like Snarl, which is very good. I caught the Espafra. Nice. But where do I go next? Do I do DAs with complete randoms? That is the question. I will do this and get some water up, because let's weaken its fire move. We've actually got a very nice team. If only Flygon had a good ground move. We would probably only need to replace the Rotom on this route, if I'm honest. The rock type is okay for the water as well. The thing is, I don't think anyone should take this. You're thinking it may be a case of, if this is the current 4 we've got, maybe just take the rock to stop the computer taking it and then take the water. Because it is Seadra. It's a bit of an awkward one to beat, to be honest, but we can do it. It's annoying that I'm not going to knock this out because it used Max Flare. If it hadn't used Max Flare, we would have won. But at least we put the rain up, so it won't hit quite as hard. It would be nice if somebody had some form of priority move, but whatever. Venom Drench, or at least the computer through. I guess it depends what this rock type is, really. It will turn into a nightmare if the computer takes this. If we're honest, like, the Nidoking and is probably the best one on the board, really. If I'm honest, I'm surprised you didn't take the Nidoking at the start. But we'll see what the computer wants to do. It's annoying the Nidoking was the one that took the big hit as well. Okay, the Flygon's not great. But it's Lycanroc, so that's going to hit like a tank. And this has a dark move, so you may be in danger. But I'm hoping the ground move from Nidoking and my water move will do a big chunk of damage to it. And help us get through a little bit more. But yes, I mentioned like yesterday and a few days now, I've noticed how DAs have become a lot less appealing to randoms. Even the people that have like the 20 odd people in the stream, they sometimes only have 1 or 2 people that want to do the DAs. It's very strange compared to what it was like in April when it was chaos. Like, everyone wanted in, Had to have 2 systems going just to get through. If you've got a ghost move, use the max ghost move, because it will weaken its defense. That would be the best, I think. But yeah, as just like, I see people doing 3 or 4 hours and they may get 1 person in. It's very strange. Okay, poisoning it. Hello, Kim. Welcome in. How are you? I am just hot. It is horrible hot, isn't it, at the moment? But yeah. We get through it alright. We are just doing our DAs. We were saying how it's a little bit quieter on the DA front recently. It's a bit strange compared to what we used to. Like when we were doing DAs before, it was so busy all the time. Because this, as we say, weakens its defense, which helps everyone else out. Or at least helps me out. Considering you don't have the best moves for this. As we said, we'll hopefully see the computer take this. I'm hoping it's going to be the Slazzle, or I think that's probably the best option. And then as you can get the water type. Then between us we can both do a max geyser if need be in the final. But just remember, this does have no guard and crunch, so if they don't want it, it may be worth taking. They both want it, so let's hope Poppy gets it. Of course it wasn't Poppy that got it. Okay. So this will be a bit of a problem. Very much. This will be a big problem now. Oh, thank you for resubbing him. Did the alert go off? Did I say it too early? Who's that Pokemon? Yes, thank you for the resub, Kim. And being part of our community. We do love having you around and seeing your journey too. Is much appreciated. We don't have many subs, but you've been our big supporter all the way through. And you've earned your VIP role. But thank you. I hope you do enjoy some of this. I know you don't get as much time to come in and join. But that's college, work, hot weather. I think streaming is more popular, a lot more popular in the winter. From what I've seen or experienced in my own time doing it. And it's not just for the audience, it's also for the person playing, because it gets very hot having all the equipment on. But we want to be consistent. Well, we're just going to have to keep doing this. So I did say you were going to do some streaming a bit later, Kim. What is it you're playing today? Is it Fortnite? Or is it the other game that I keep forgetting? The Splitgate one. Watch Dogs Legion. Okay. I think I played the very first Watch Dogs. If I'm not mistaken. Is that... Or is that a different game where it's basically you're a hacker and you hack the system? I'm only doing this so if you are taking this, you have the Dynamax in the final. Yeah, I think I played the very first one. Got a bit confused with it. That was sort of the era when there was a lot of solo player games coming out and they were all trying to be very edgy, weren't they? So you sort of had your Last of Us, Uncharted, Watch Dogs. I think Prototype was the one I fell in love with. Well, thank you for the look. I will pop open the windows as well once everybody is live. I try to have them as many open as I can have on this laptop before it decides to go nope. But, so Dragon, I think the best way to put this is see what the computer wants to do. It's difficult. In fairness, you might as well take it so you can just go Max Geyser first move, actually. You take it, Max Geyser, and then we negate its fire moves quite a lot. Because the Lycanroc has no guard, so if it uses Stone Edge, it's going to hit like an absolute tank. Crunch will hurt too. So yeah, I think we're good. And especially if we get the rain up early. Like, I'm the only one that may struggle against one hit. But I think the rest of us should survive at least one from the fire or ghost moves. But we'll see. I'm going to have to just stick with this because I can lower its defense too. Let's see, who's this? Wondered who that was. One thing I've noticed is I've started following a lot of people, and suddenly I can't keep up with who everyone is. Toxic? Okay, that sounds like the fire lizard thingy. Fire blast, that's fine. If only Seadrill was faster. Oh, that's a lucky burn you got there, computer. Very lucky. Big hit. Okay, so that's put the rain up. I could get a defense drop, maybe would be lovely. But we'll see. Do we get lucky? Oof. That did a lot more than I thought it would. Saturday I didn't really survive this weather. I went to the pub and I was there for about 2 or 3 hours. Even put sun cream on, and I just left at like 5, half 5 because it was just burning everywhere. So yeah, didn't do too well with it. Thing is, I tend to keep in a very cool room. I drink a lot of water. I don't really let the light in when I don't need to, and I let a lot of air go through the house. So I'm pretty capable of surviving it now. It's when you try to do a lot of moving, that's when you really make yourself uncomfortable. Yeah, so GG, good luck. And the other tip is, if you can, wear cotton. If you can wear cotton, you won't feel as hot. So yeah, like wearing a hat is bad. It keeps the sun away from like your face here, but because it's condensing the top of your head, it just makes you a bit more uncomfortable at times. Like, as well, from what I know. Like, I haven't had this on. As soon as I put it on, I'm scorching. So let's check these shinies. A Salazzle is definitely not. Lycanroc is definitely not. Nor is the Seadra. And neither is the Blacephalon. So, no shiny for me. At least we got Dragon 1 shiny. Yes, but thank you for the alert, Kim. We'll keep the Blacephalon saved, I guess. And once everybody goes up, we'll open up all the windows. Right. What if you haven't got anything? Yeah, I think my Poliwrath was probably one of my first in a long time, to be honest. It's been a very long time since we've had any, so I guess I've got to just see what my options are. Let's see. Because you said you were heading off now, didn't you, as well? No worries. No worries. I've just got to figure out whether to do some DAs or whether to try and do some story. The big problem is the thing I would like to go for, I can't go for, which is the Swords of Justice. So yeah, that's a problem for me. And we do have an event spawn, so the event is still on, which is nice. I'm just gonna have to go solo. Why not? What should I go for solo? Suicune was pretty easy, isn't it? I think I'm gonna give Suicune a go. I need to find one that a lot of people have got, so if I do have to do solo, I can have a team. Interesting selection here. Nothing very helpful. Wow, I'm gonna take this then. I think it hits hard, right? This is horrible. Well, there's a charger bug. The charger bug is the best thing we got. Lovely. There's a couple of grass types at the top, which again isn't great. What have we got? What have we got? So, what's this grass type? That is not a fully evolved. Don't really want Among Us. Wow. This does not. We'll take this, I guess. Boo! I didn't get the only dragon caught it. I'm taking this because we have a couple of dark types and a bug type, so that's what we're hoping for to do all the damage. Then we can go on to the fire type, so that would be good. Now, if I can lower its special defense, would be helpful too. Could help the team, I guess. I'm eyeing up the grass type. Let's see, do we get an easy win on the Slowpoke? I know it hits very hard, so. Yes. Spark? Okay. Paralyzed. Go on. Never mind. Speed boost from the shark. We will go again. I think makes the most sense. Mega kick. There we go. Easy. Sometimes this thing is a bulky beast to beat, but this time it wasn't too bad. Probably not taking it with us. There was something I actually discovered the other day, and that was when you're doing. So I've got both. I've still got the old Switch at the moment for these, and I've got a Shield in there. Because I've moved my main profile to the Switch 2, I have to then continue sending it back, the Virtual Console DLC back, which is very strange, to say the least. This will have to do. Yeah, so I have to send the other side. No worries, Dragon. Thank you for the lurks, and hopefully everything goes smoothly. Yeah, so when I do both of them, I'm guessing every 2 weeks I have to recommit the download across, which is very strange because I saved in the lair den, but I can't fast travel back to the lair den unless I re-add the DLC. Or even to the Isle of Armor. But I haven't actually touched Shield on the Switch 2 yet. This is also kind of fun. But yeah, we get on with our... But because I've saved it in the max raid den, it's going to always remember me there, and it lets me do the raid dens. So I only really need to transfer it across when I need to go and get more luxury balls. Which is, it's very strange. Like, I didn't think that was a thing. But if I want to start Shield on the Switch 2, I then have to take it back. And the silly thing is, they're all in the same profile. So I should be able to use them all on one, but it doesn't seem to want to let me. So you're going to have to take the grass type now, aren't you? Oh dear, it's not good. We do have the king of the swingers. We have Chargebug, the greatest of all time. The real goat of my runs. Right, I'm going to risk a Life Orb then. I would have liked the grass type, to be honest, but I can't let us take a fire type into a water. If I'm honest, I need to really be able to see what the computer wants to do before I make my mind up. Oh dear. Sabotage. I can't even hurt this with my moves. Now Lash Out does a bit more than I thought it would. Let's just Sword Stance to start things off. Why not? Might as well make myself a little bit stronger. Okay, Chargebug, the tank, survives that. So yeah, we have got quite a good little team going. At the end of the day, we've got everybody prepared. I'm going to have to attack though, just to be sure. Does that actually make me stronger? That is the next question. Yes. Oof, that really hurt. This Venom Drench thing might work in my favour. Luxury Ball? Go. So, now, I don't think I can see what the computer wants to do, which is the biggest problem here. This does have psychic moves, so I'm immune to that. So I'm pretty much immune to the whole thing this has to offer. So I'm going to have to risk not taking it. Okay, that's the right one to take it. The problem is I can't really Dynamax, because it has pressure, so I need to do at least one Sword Stance before I attack. And I'm hoping for some... No, because none of the Pokemon are special attackers, which is a real annoyance. Nobody is attacking first turn, which is hilarious. Okay, the computer attacked. None of our team attacked. And I think Grovyle missed a Screech. Not great. I'm going to continue Sword Stancing, you know. But used Endure. Okay, thanks. Although Punny bounced, so that's immune. Max Mindstorm on me? On the bug? Okay. The bug was always going to be a problem. But yeah, I'm hoping we can get a Screech off before. Because at the moment nobody's attacked, so it may not reset the stats. Let's go one more then. Let's do it one more time. Can we get the Paralyze? No. Use Grass Pledge, lovely. So I am now +6 going into the Dynamax round, which is kind of big. We have entered the Adlands. Right, so I can now Dynamax. I'm gonna go with... No, he is a special attacker. We'll go for this first. Get a big hit on. As we said, we're max. We are 6 attack. If there is a chance it uses a Screech, it could go to -2. And we will lower its special defense too. So it could help the Growfile with a Grass Pledge. But it is all ifs, buts and maybes right now. Okay, that's fine if it wants to do that. And if it put its own thing up to make it bad, which is kind of funny too. Grass Pledge, okay. We got some Chippy. I can only do one of these. Wow. That did a lot of damage. String Shot, of course, she used the most devastating move in all of gaming entertainment world. All the sword stances paid off. And we get a nice comfortable W, which is good to see. How is everybody doing? So we have 1 open, 2 open, 3 open, and done. Lovely. So we get to have the catch. Can we get a shiny? Do we wait for the ads to finish first? So I'm pretty confident in saying the Slowpoke is not shiny. Neither is the Slazzle or the Growfile. First shiny legendary is not here. Sadly. Maybe next time then. Maybe next time. We'll keep it, why not? You have nothing either. Not much help to me. Yeah, so we're kind of stuck here now. Like, I was expecting DAs to be a lot busier today. I'll be honest, they have been most of the time. We'll go back to Blacephalon then. We'll quite happily bounce through them all. I don't really trust randoms. I'd rather take the computer on. Got 2 ice types. Pelipper, please. Pelipper, please. Thank you. So we got a Drizzle. Right. I'm leaning very hard towards the Golurk. Yeah, I kind of think we just go right. We've got some good water moves here to take this down pretty comfortably. And ice moves. So yeah, we should do most of our damage here. And we got Drizzle, which is big. This is a good thing to take into the final to some extent because it does have a big ground move, but it will be weak to the ghost move. So it's kind of one you probably want the Cryogonal to take. If we're honest, they both do the same damage. Dive is the second one. We want to use the dives basically, because dive is annoying. We don't want to be missing a turn, gaining a turn, and stuff like that. We just want to do 1 round and done. So yeah. Let's get this thing done. Let's get it beat, defeat, and done. Get rid of our ghosty giant. That did a lot. Not gonna lie. Weatherball, but that was quick. That was very quick. Now Pelipper, you have to stay to the end. If I lose you, Pelipper, we lose faith in the computers. So the other thing we could go and do is a few random encounters, you know, today. Try our luck out there, see whether there is a chance for a shiny. I know it's not much of a guarantee, like, but whatever, I don't want to take this. That's okay, that one can go. It was the Cryogonal. Right. I think we can just go for fire, you know, this will be easy to beat with this team. Again, Drizzle goes up. We can liquidation, weather ball, probably scorching sands, and Greedent will be there. Uh, pretty much, that's what Greedent's job is, to be there. We have a wild vanillish in the chat. Let's try and catch that. Right, we're going to go liquidation as we said. Might as well. May get. That did that much damage. Wow. Only 2 of us are doing any work here. This has got to be the easiest run I've ever seen. So this isn't terrible for the final either. It would be nice if it could evolve. Let's be honest. But until it does, we just stick with it. So what was next? I forgot what we said was next. Okay, we're getting an even better team put together, which is crazy to think just how good this team is turning into. I think probably the Marowak then is one that would be a hell of a good shiny. That's my honest opinion. Why not? But I am thinking after this, unless other people want to join in, I'm going to go and do some random encounters. Get one of the things that I haven't ever got in this game. So, I'm not sure what to go for yet. I caught the Vanillish. Are we going to have the same again? A liquidation? No, not this time. Weather ball? Okay. And a Shadow Punch. Oof. Oof. Flare Blitz on the Golurk. Okay. Of course you didn't do a very helpful move. Oh. And I think I get the Dynamax in the final here. This could be nice. This might officially be my quickest Dynamax adventure run I've ever had. I kind of wish I could save this path, and no, I'm not saving a Blacephalon path. That's just crazy. Let's have a quick look at something. I don't want to take this. That's okay then. It's not the worst thing to lose or gain, shall we say. It's a strange one. Yeah, I am very confused why the Shark Whisperer has become like suddenly my viral-ish Instagram review. But let's have a look. Is there more people doing DAs today? Well, let's see. We said we'd use this one purely because it's annoying. Not really. No. There's a lot of 1s and 2s, I guess, but never mind. Tomorrow we're going to try and do some proper hunting in Violet, because at the end of the day I really want to get these numbers up. Like, I may set goals each month to what the total we want is going to be. Oh dear. So far on this run, we did a grand total of 6 moves on 3 Pokemon with this team. Now we could look to try and do some of the rarer spawns for like random encounters. But actually the area that I was doing my dark only hunt was actually a very good place to go, because I think all 4 of the encounters there are technically new. So we may go up there for a little nose around, but let's check these first. No on the Golurk and the Garcol, and the Marowak, and the Blacephalon, of course, because Blacephalon hates us. Over all of the saves we've been doing Blacephalon, we have never got it shiny. So yeah, you got anything this time? What do you have? An Azelf. We don't really want Azelf. It's easy to do solo, but I've got easy solo runs at the moment. Right, town map. So the place I don't really mind hunting for is like across the water from here, but I think I just need to go and heal, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I used all the El Creamy moves doing some practicing, shall we say. We were working on trying to beef up the Wooloo numbers. So yeah, I don't have a good catching one though. It's probably something I should try to address. Do any of these learn false swipe? Do I have false swipe? No. I can get it, but I don't think any of them learn it, so it doesn't really matter. Never mind. We might just do something where we knock as much out as possible in this other area. Because like all of these could be seen elsewhere, it's not a problem. I think we faced all the trainers on the way down. Just I had to double check that one. Right. Off and across the water we go. It's one of these really strange areas that not many people really ever go to. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing here, if I'm honest. There used to be at one stage. Like when we were doing the other challenge, this was not appearing. So we're going to just take this out. This static was not appearing when we were doing the dark challenge only. I don't know if it's a one and done for good or what, but whatever. We beat it. But as I said, most of the rest around here is really interesting stuff. Like you can see the line of Zigzagoons. We may just try and beat all the Zigzagoons, but no. I think the best way to put this is if we manage to get one shiny by the end of June in this game, we can say we got one in all the 3 major games we played. But yeah, I'm thinking of trying to make a proper target for the next month. Like so I want to get to a minimum of 20. I feel that is very easy to achieve with the fact that we're open the whole map in PLA now. We haven't played it for, it will be 3 sessions in a row, which is really strange to say, because we're missing it again on Wednesday. But then Violet, we've got the whole map. We've just been building the decks up, but we could just go and do some of the outbreaks. Like there's a plus or minor event coming over the weekend. I think I'm going to do plus or and minor that way. May not do the others, but we may go and do them. I got to remember, I'm trying not to rush throw up. That's the key thing. I don't want it done too early, that's the problem. I don't know if we've got berries to like give us these back. These are quite high level actually. I might try some of the other moves just to see what the damages are like. It's always good to do all of your moves just to see how much you can get away with against these level. But I'm open to suggestions for a good shiny hunting catching mod on this game. And will it survive a mystical fire? It won't. Okay. Doesn't matter, it's not shiny. The backup is always just go for the nuzzle. But this feels like one of the better Blipbug areas if you're going for Blipbug. I'd also like to point out that we have not done any of the Champions Cup yet. That's why nothing has really level scaled up. Okay, so none of these moves are very helpful. Those hexagons. It's fine. Whatever. But we're just going to beat everything here. Just going to go through everything. It doesn't really matter. I'm still skeptical about the chaining method that people have tried in the past. It doesn't seem to click for me. But if I got this shiny, it would be fantastic. But then it would sum up us getting all the bug types. Like, we've got 4 bug types already in this challenge. The most amazing thing is none of them are Wormpool, which is usually the common bug in Legends Arceus, but we've managed to get 3 of the Cricketune line. Because another thing to make note of is we are doing the Form Dex. That's a brilliant aura. No, it's not. Not that one. So we do need some of them to be male and female, because they have slightly different designs. So yeah. And Cricketot, and Cricketune both have different designs. It was just comedy that the first 3 of the first 4 shinies were the Cricketot line. Really, it's just hilarious, really. But we'll keep going with these. Like, we got some what's. We're just going to beat everything up here. So there's no real particular hunts. We've got lots of moves on all of the team members. So we'll just go through all our moves. See what's left. I'm not going to waste any of the potential berries I might have either. We'll just beat everything up and see if we get some luck. Now, the other thing to note is, in all my time random encountering in this game, I have only ever had 3 shinies. And 2 of them were targets. One was a phase on another target, which was the Gothitelle, when I was going for Wobbuffets. And Wobbuffet is very difficult to hunt, to say the least. Because the little sword has Shadow Tag, so you can't run. You have to beat them all. The side effect of the heat makes you drowsy. I'm surprised we have not seen a Nickit yet, though. When we were doing this before, we kept getting hounded by Nickits and Yampas. Haven't seen a single one. I just want to see how much this does. So if we did get a shiny, Magical Leaf could be very helpful. But I don't know if it has a chance to crit, and that would be bad. Yeah, maybe we won't risk it. Come here. Flip bugs all the way. Yes, so the Wednesday this week we have Jurassic World Rebirth, because we do like our dinosaurs. I didn't mean to use that mode, but okay, so we can't risk Magical Leaf. That's what we've learned. And I can't bring my trusty Breloom into this game, sadly. What is the random encounter? Ooh, did not know this was in the grass. This is also a good one. I think I can do the Reggies in this story, but I can't do any the sort of justice, because I don't want to level scale the rest of the game yet. I'm being a bit stubborn with that, to be honest. It makes all the wild areas level 60s, and I don't really want that right now. I know there are some areas that are already level 60, but at the end of the day, it's not really going to make this easier or more accessible. Oh, we have an event Sheninja, if people are playing along. Catch away, people, catch away. Right. Another blip bug. Don't mind if we do. Let's just do the same again. Burn it down. As they say in Sephiroth's language. And I do have a poll in the Discord about the nickname theme for the next month. I'm picking something food-based. So it's either going to be fruit and veg, soft drinks, chocolate, or sweets. And there will be a difference between chocolate and sweets. This month was countries. We only got 6, so we may return to countries again. We may. The thing is, we got. What did we get? We had 3 African, I think, and I think 3 Asian. I know we had 1 Swedish. We had Sweden, didn't we? So we had 2 Asian, 3 African. Is that right? No. 3 Asian, 2 African, and Sweden. So we can't even do European countries. We could do, well, again, we're trying to make the theme different each month, so we can look back and see when we called everything in a nickname theme, like this was the country theme, this was the soft drink theme, etc, etc. I think it will make the journey back through quite fun. That's kind of been the goal of it, really, just so there's a way to look back and enjoy what was there. Let's go. More bugs. Yeah, I'm still surprised we haven't seen the other 2 that spawn here. It's been a weird one, but we're nearly out of moves as well. We knew level 42 would have died. We should have used the magical leaf then. Right. Blip bug. What about you? Nope. Okay. Yeah, this is the bit. This is the old school way of shiny hunting. People spent hours doing this. It is back to the 1 in 4,000-ish. I forget the exact number. So yeah, El Creamy is pretty much done now for moves. We'll have to go to the next monster. Oh, I think I see a Yampa. Get that one, get the bug. Yes, there is a Yampa. That's not a Yampa. That's the Ziggy. And we'll just keep with this, I think, for a while. Hello, Cheerio. Welcome in. How are you today? How are you handling the heat? Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? Yampa? No. I would love a Yampa shiny. One day, when we have a bit more money to spend on stuff, we will get special dog emotes. Dog Pokemon emotes. I am good, yes, just struggling with the heat today. Not as bad as Saturday, but it's just constant. Okay, this shall be the Eldegoss. No, Tudor. Tudor is here too. Everything is here. This is like a Gen 9 heaven spot. Easy. But yeah, let's keep getting these things. Zigzagoon. So we were doing DAs, but DAs are very difficult on your own. The main reason why we host DAs is so we can have other people come along and join in. And we had Dragon for a little while, but he's got off to do his own little session today. And if you're doing them on your own, it's a bit of a waste as a community thing. So we're going to just do random encounters until another DA person comes along to say hello. Which is fine, right? We have to do this eventually anyway. This is part of some of the harder shiny hunts. But June has been slower. But we always knew June was going to be the slowest month. Purely because of what we had to do. Like, we knew that we had to play through 3 games in like 3-hour blocks. So there were always going to be a lot more to do. But this is the old school way of shiny hunting. The way everyone used to do it. It's just the fact they didn't actually get to see what was on the surface. And yeah, that's why a lot of people still do the Game Boy ones or the DS ones, because they are 1 in 8,000-ish. Yeah, that's kind of the thing that's happening. Oh, there was a brilliant aura there. We should go and get the brilliant aura. Has a better chance of being shiny, apparently. We will find out when we get there. At least it doesn't run away. Oh, we missed it again. Purloin. Another thing that I didn't know was here. Pop. It's got a move that hits me. Got it? Our whipped cream is doing us proud. Yeah, brilliant aura. Not a shiny brilliant aura, sadly. Would have been nice. Would have been very nice. Okay. Oh, that's another one over there, isn't it? Brilliant rice dust grass. We'll do these 2 then. Not good enough. After this we have to move our creamy from the top, I believe. Yes, it's run out of moves. Not too bad. Like, we've got quite a lot of encounters done. I'm not really counting any of these, to be honest. Like, not as desperate. If we do a proper counter, we'll just use the number we've battled as the counter, I think. And we'll just start at that number. We'll put you there. I think this actually has 4 moves, so that's good. Oh no, one of them's dive, isn't it? Forgot that. Liquidation. Okay, I think we can beat it with all of these moves without too many problems. We'll bounce through, see what we can beat easily. Psychic Fangs might be a problem with all the dark types. We'll see what a dive does. Okay, taunt is fine. Does dive knock one out in one go? Yes, it does too. Okay, we'll try Ice Fang on the next one. Don't ask me why I've got this team, it's just whatever we ended up with from DAs to get through the game quicker. Ice Fang then. Okay, that also kills, so that's not much help. And another one. I think we're going to get a good number of Ziggies done. I don't want to only do Zigzagoons though, that's the problem. I was hoping we would get a few more of the other things that spawn. But I guess Psychic Fangs is not the best move for this area. But whatever, we'll go through all the moves, we'll get them done quickly. Ice Fang's not accurate, so we're bound to miss one eventually. Another Ziggy. We have hit the 2-hour mark today. Lying through, seemingly, without achieving very much. Now we got a little bit of B-roll for our shiny hunting, so we can play with that a bit later. May have to do another run through it just without any commentary. Another Ice Fang. But yes. I think we are winning most of these, aren't we? Pretty comfortably. I've got to try a Psychic Fang on this. See whether it could survive, I guess. We may even let the Basculin struggle to death. It'll be probably worth it. That's not a brilliant aura, is it? No. Okay. So we did get, when we did our DA adventures, we did actually get the Galarian Linoon in those, which was kind of cool. Didn't evolve it yet, but again, I never evolve until I've got enough off the base level. It's just a weird habit I have. Unless I'm doing some, like, over-the-top challenge or something like that. I don't actually know what a shiny bullet bug looks like. I probably should learn. I'm wasting all the Psychic Fangs on the bullet bugs purely because there's too many dark types here. No, we've got Zigzagoon and Nickit, so thank you for the lurk, Mr. Greaves. Hopefully everything is all good now. And you haven't been attacked by too many elephants this weekend. And the people who don't know why are wondering why somebody gets attacked by elephants. More, okay, we'll just take this thing on. The bandits. I still think the design of the Galarian ones are much nicer than the original Zigzagoons. Yeah, it's a much nicer design than the original one. The black and white almost looks like a proper raccoon criminal. Part badger as well, almost. Colour system, not design. More Ziggies. Because when we did our Dark Type Only challenge, we spent ages here going through Zigzagoons and the kits, and we never got one. It was crazy. Good times, good times. We have a Gimme Ghoul in the chat. Interesting. Let's try and catch it. Yeah, we no Psychic Fangs. They're our main target. Oh, boy from Belgium. How are you, Mr. Belgium? I am good. Nobody was really up for DA, so I came back over here for a while. Thought I'd do some random encounters. We did about an hour. They're open if you are interested, but I'm not going to push anyone into them. I didn't really want to do any solo ones today. That was more. I did a few. Won the most of them, but yeah, it's one of them. I kind of want to do the DAs when there's other people rather than just on my own. But if you're interested, we can go back and do some. You know I've got 3 things that you want. I have a Tapu, Sweet Coon, and Blacephalon still. I just thought I'd come and start beating some of these up so we can sort out the Dex entries for our Shiny Hunt races in the future. As we said, they are starting on the Sunday, so hopefully some people will come along and try to get involved. Otherwise, it's going to be a long day of me shiny hunting on Route 1 on my own. Fair enough. I get that. You are desperate for your Zygarde. I can't bring myself to do Zygarde solo. And I forgot to... I stupidly thought that the Switch would wouldn't drain its battery being in sleep mode. Fair enough. We've done it with free, haven't we, before? You would have liked my Blacephalon path earlier. I had the Basculin with... I think I had this Basculin actually, and the computer had a Pelipper, and we beat 2 Pokemon en route with my Water Move and Weather Ball, and the Blacephalon with Max Geyser and Weather Ball, and that was all the moves we used against 6 moves against 3 Pokemon. Kind of funny. We did get Dragon a shiny Comfey, but that was it. Nothing for me. So the thing is, the paths, the Pokemon on the paths don't change. It's the divide lines change, isn't it, depending on how many people you have. So like your path could be done with... The reason your path is more difficult with 3 is because player 4 has to do most of the changing. Really. Otherwise it's a pretty smooth. You could do it with 3. If the Nidoking was player 3, you could do it with 3. But there's no way around it, really. Let's keep going. We'll use up all of these moves, and maybe we'll go and try a DA ourselves. You never know. It would be nice to do a couple more. Yes, there is potential, I think, for 3 to do it, but I think beating the Kingler itself would be very difficult, if I'm honest, without the 4 people. Because you could sacrifice the Loudred or the Wartortle for one of the grass types en route, I think, and still go with Jigglypuff, 1 special attack, and maybe like Weather Ball on the Roselia to start with, but it kind of depends what the computer does, because you don't really want Nidoking in the final, do you? Either. And if they don't take the Nidoking, you're going to struggle for most of the other fights. The Nidoking does a lot more work than you probably want to admit on the run, doesn't it? But again, the Nidoking would be in the computer's hands. If it was player free, you could probably just about get away with it. But you must be running out of the diorite ore with the amount of resets you've done on it, surely. From what I can imagine, just by looking back. I might just use up all of Basculin's moves and then go back. Okay, so that's another 60 attempts then. If I'm not mistaken. It's 10, isn't it? Oh, nice. Very good for him. That's not fair. Where are my shinies? No, I did get one the other day, didn't we? Hello, Robin. How are you doing? Have you recovered yet? Completely? I got a bit tired of doing DAs solo, so I came down here for a while to try and just get some of these numbers up. What are we trying? As in DA-wise? Pretty much just bouncing through a few things. I've got Tapu Fini, Blacephalon, and Suicune on the list. But I didn't really want to do any solo, to be honest. And nobody was around, so I just came here to sort of get the numbers up, so this should be easier to chain and shiny hunt in the future. Kind of, because remember, this is the new save, so my battling numbers are pretty dreadful for most things. I can't bring myself to do lots and lots of solos. It's funny because I had an absolutely ridiculously easy one earlier where we did Blacephalon with a Pelipper and a Basculin and completely and utterly destroyed it. With like 2 moves on the whole route. And even 2 moves in the final, I think, as well. I think my max guys did about 7/8 damage. It was crazy. But I'm going to go over there and try a couple more, see if anyone does want to jump in. I won that route with 2 moves. It's more, I don't really enjoy doing DA solo. Oh. That's the main reason. The whole point for me to stream them is to do them with people. And again, we are going to have to shiny hunt most of this stuff eventually, with random encounters, probably. I'm going to try not do that many Masuda unless it's... If my thinking is right, I think I 100% need to do 10 Masudas if I do everything as I plan at the moment. And that's the Paldean starters and Fione. The rest I can get somewhere in the game. A game. That's kind of the plan for the whole challenge. I don't really like Masuda hunting anyway. It is one of those boring things I've put as a redemption, but I'm not ready to do it because I don't have my foreign ditto saved up. Or non-English ditto. But yeah. So yeah, we're going to go back and do, as I say, a couple more, but not too many. It is very, very warm though, again. I've used up all of El Creamy's moves, so we're now nearly finished Basculin's moves. But I think I could probably go and do 2 more DAs to see what the time is. We'll probably make it to like the 3 hours and stop there. And yeah, that'll be the plan. But again, if anyone wants to jump in one, let us know. Otherwise, I will go solo. I will give it a couple of seconds to see if I get an answer. No worries, thank you for coming in. I will continue my Blacephalon hunt because it has eluded me for so long. Right, what a horrible selection. Can I go for something else? We'll take this. Oh, there's the Duck Trio, the Lantern, the Lantern, the Lantern. Okay, so there's a couple of waters. We'll go for the waters. Yeah, so we got Wishcash, Zedra. That'll be sensible, and maybe the fairy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go this. I'll take the second water, I think. I hope the computer takes one. I don't really like Wishcash that much, if I'm honest. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. You never know if we get this luck on our side. Otherwise, we do officially end this month of our challenge on 6, which is not great. But as we said, a lot of this has been playing through the games, not shiny hunting. And that's been the big downside to the early part of the challenge. We will, as I said, we're putting an update video once a month that goes through all our shinies. Talks about everything we managed to get, etc, etc. So there's plenty that's coming. But I can't officially do the video until I finish the month, which is in about half an hour. I feel relatively sensible for taking this as the starter now. I picked it because it's so strong against water, grass, like water, rock and ground. Pretty much. I'm hoping we're quicker. Okay, that's good. Now I don't really mind if I use all of my leaf storms in the next battle, I guess. Because I'm taking the Seedra as my Pokemon. I hope the computer takes this. Ideally, well, there's 2 bad ones, isn't there? And 1 good one. we probably want to keep the duck trio. Let's put it that way. So probably the Orbeetle, please. Okay, well, it's a start. It's a start. Yeah, well, do we risk going for the dark type? I think we go to the fairy after this. It's not great. Oh, we have a Sand Salado. Sland it in the chat if anyone would like it. I don't seem to be having much luck catching today, I'll be honest. The game is sabotaging me. Right, Leaf Storm. Let's see how well we do. Hoping we do some big damage. Special defense drop, please. No, Scold on. Oh, that's not good. There goes Dugtrio. Knew that was going to happen. And bounce, of course. Okay, so we should finish it next, and I think if it goes for one more Psychics, we win. No, it went for after me. Okay, well that's fine. We still won. I will take the Seadra. It's probably the most sensible thing I can do, because hopefully I can Dynamax with it. And the Dynamax with it is the key. I caught the Salandit. Nice. Needed to catch that. What is going on here? Just annoying. Yes. Dugtrio did want it, so it was a good choice to not do it. To make sure we took it. There's berries after this. I think I'd prefer berries after than before. Anybody? We have one more vote in the nicknames. Hopefully we can get a proper answer. I put it on 24 because by the time it comes around, we should be good. Shall we scold? Shall we just scold? Get a burn? Like, it can't do too much to me. That's my theory here. Dugtrio hides, okay. Burn, baby, burn. No? Okay. Zen Headbutt? Okay. What's it going to do to us? Life due us. Okay. No, it's on my Dynamax. Not good. I'm going to do a little bit of a stall tactic, because I need the Dynamax ready on my turn, so... Even if I can just miss 2 goes or something, it'll be good. It may not be a bad thing to actually do the sub myself in the final. That should barely knock that out. It faded the sub on the Dugtrio. Wow. Didn't expect to see that to be a thing. We'll just use round. I want to save, because this is now 1 turn away, right? It's going to sub again, which is nice. Okay. Because then if I can be 1 turn away from the Dynamax, I can sub in the final first turn, which I think will be important. Okay, so I think we've knocked it out. There we go. It wasn't a difficult fight, it was just strategizing where we sit in the rotation, which was the kind of important thing about that. If we were in a bad position, we would not get anything good from it. And we had ways to stall it because, let's face it, it doesn't do very much damage. It's just a Togetic. Togetic is rather dull and boring. Not very effective against anything that we are worried of. Don't want it. I can't remember what that was. What was that? That was the other water type, wasn't it? That was Whiscash. A little bit annoying, because this bug is going to die very quickly. I think me and Dugtrio both need to sub first turn. And then hopefully it's my Dynamax. Yeah, I'm going to have to sub. I need to get the rain up. It probably doesn't work like this. But who did he use the taunt on? I didn't see. Who did he use taunt on? Okay, it wasn't on me. That's good. Life Dew, that's how she worked out lovely. So now max health again. And I can now Dynamax. I don't know if it keeps the sub or not. But it's worth it to survive one hit. I can't get the burn on a fire type. So at the end of the day, it doesn't make much difference. And I'm more likely to survive in Dynamax form. But will this work? And after this, I want to have a quick look at how many knockouts we did. Togetic is coming in clutch with Follow Me. Dugtrio is now subbing as well. Lovely. A little Psychic. And a Max Geyser for the W. Lovely. Worked a lot smoother than I thought it would. Very scuffed team for the final, not gonna lie. What if we got 2 unevolved Pokemon, a Bug Psychic against a Fire Ghost, and a Dugtrio which is made of plastic. Did its fair share in the final, to be honest, but I'm surprised it managed to survive to the end. I believe this has got to be something stupid like the 60 or 70th check on Blacephalon across my saves as well. I could get the other switch out and do 2-player that way, but I know I'd get the shiny on the other game. Pretty confident here, and that's not a shiny Whiscash, or a Seadra, or a Togetic, or Blacephalon, of course not. We will save it. Yeah, let's just have a look at this Pokedex. Where is... So, Grogi... Oh yes, because we got sent... Score Bunny? Why are you Spanish? Oh yes, because they're all transferred in and it must have been I've got a Spanish Score Bunny. Anyway. We did 24 bit bugs. How many of the others? Yeah, not very many. Only 4. We ran into a lot, but we didn't actually knock them out steady. Silly for me. Only 5 Nickets. 42 of the Zigzagoons, which was not too bad, to be honest. Yes, because we put the other one in as well, because it's easier. And 44 Wooloos. That's probably the only thing we've done like large numbers of. So yeah, the numbers are not great for what we've got to do. Just fine. That's fine. You don't have anything? Not interested then? Right, what shall we try this time? Shall we try a Tapu Fini? Why not? I think I go solo because nobody is joining DAs today, which is fine. I can get a Lantern, that's a good start. Not a good selection here. The Mushana? Okay, of course she went for the thing not helpful. Right, there is an electric there. And that's about it, really, isn't it? Well, we figured out steel might not be great, so... so we could get 2 different types of screechers, which would be kind of interesting. If we go this way, we've got a flying move, which could do the work with the Pelipper, I guess. But we have to be careful of the ice move, and of course Dugtrio is here. Fighting moves on the I guess it's Cinccino. Not all round great. And all our attacks got decreased. Nice. What do we have? So I'm going to use the hydro pumps. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't make too much difference. I don't have too much of a problem going into the electric type with the lantern because it's got Volt Absorb. So I can take some hits, or actually gain health if it attacked me. Is always nice. Dugtrio go for a hit and all us up, which did surprise me. That's actually a lot better hit than I thought that was a crit, that's why. And Weather Ball, nice, nice. Triple Axle on the Dugtrio, so that's dead. I'm surprised even if it had used so, it would have died, so not the I guess that was always going to happen. Not much we could have done about that. The Echoed Voice, another big geyser, and Weather Ball. No. Used Brick Break as well, so we lost 2 lives on the first Pokemon. Great. Great. Dear, oh dear. Thing is, we would have come this way, whatever. There would have been very little we could have done differently. Hello, Corey. Well, welcome in. How are you today? How is the coffee? I'm having a nightmare trying to go for this Tapu Fini, because this is the first Pokemon and we've just lost our second life. Which is not great. Luckily we have an electric type next and I have a lantern, so I could be helpful. But yeah. And we just... Actually, that's probably good, losing the Pelipper for this battle. Yeah. I'm sort of bouncing between which one I want to do, because where it's a quieter, no one really wants to do DAs today, so I've got a bit of everything going on, doing so many. We had Dragon for a little bit, but he's gone off for a little while. So yeah. We are back doing some solo ones today. I can't really do too much to this, but I'll probably try and confuse it with a bit of damage. Oh, this time you use Substitute when it can't really hit you. Of course you did. Yes. So this is why I'm quite happy with the lantern. I can do the work that I need to with it. But it's not going to win on its own, but as long as we can get through this one without losing too many lives, we'll be happy. And for some reason it keeps attacking me, which is even better. Can keep doing that all it wants. I guess we'll keep with this. Lovely. That was nice. Who would have thought this would have been the easy thing to beat? Hello, ironically. How are you? It's slow, to say the least today. There are not many people up for the A's. I did about an hour with Dragon, but been pretty much either soloing or just doing random encounters. I did see you get the Groudon yesterday, so congratulations on your Groudon. Right. I think I'm going to have to go Golduck, aren't I? Really? I was in the chat, I was sort of lurking around in the background. I was playing a game on the side. And I was just putting a few streams up, and I was watching you and Lotto do the Groudons, trying to teach someone how to join. It was quite fun, because you kept trying everything. All of them, even Land. Oh, yeah, you got the Landorus off me, didn't you? Now you can use those scary ground types to get yourself. What's it called? Zekrom. I am currently on a Tapu Fini one, but again, I'm open to anything. My list is Tapu Fini, Suicune, and Blacephalon. But as I say, I am open to pretty much any DA, to be honest. I'm not really locking myself into one. I kind of want one of these to take the Golduck for Screech, but don't know if it actually works. Zekrom and Thunderous. Oh yes, because you've got the Groudon, so you've got an open slot. I might see what the lady has as well. As always, I like to see between each one what the potential options are. Okay, that was easy. Considering we lost 2 lives against the Hitmon top, we've done okay without losing another one. But I don't think we win. It was such a horrible path. So far, the only thing I've seen a lady offer me is a Zygarde, and I don't fancy Zygarde on my own. No point, and I can't really do any sort of find a good path and save. I probably won't do that. I thought one of you might have taken it. Like the Hitmon top, maybe, because you're nearly dead. But the only shiny the stream has seen is Dragon got a Comfey. So yeah, not the best for all round stuff, but whatever. So my roundup is slowly dying out. I don't know if you saw the vote in the Discord. I put a vote up for potential shiny nicknames for July, and I picked like a food theme. So if you would like to vote, I put 4 options: sweets, chocolate, fruit and veg, and soft drinks. And thank you for the luck, Corey. It is a nice shiny to comfort. I won't deny that. It's more, I would like a shiny on Sword by now. This is out of the 3 main games I've played, this is the one that I haven't got a shiny in this month yet. Or in this challenge. Anyway, I did get the Poliwrath with Robin, but that was on my old saves, not this save. As the challenge only counts for the stuff that happens on stream, not off stream. It's just to make it harder. So I can't just sit there and do some shiny hunting and say I got this. It has to all be here. It's part of the journey and the chaos that I am creating for myself. Pretty much. So far I don't think my Lantern has actually been hit by anything. It's been the MVP of this run, I think. So that was good. We did have a Pelipper, which was luckily got swapped out before the Luxray. Let's see, can we... We are all surviving, well they're all surviving on their last bit of health, aren't they? That's a big hit. Oh no, Surf's going to knock them all out and we lose. Well, that was fun. Yeah, you're all useless, computers. I blame the computer for being stupid. It should have used sub against the Hitmon top, but no, it didn't. That could be shiny gold out, but I don't think it is. No. I knew what one looked like, and that's the Shinx line, because we've had too many. But I think I only kept Tapu Fini because it was one of us needed. You still don't have anything. You're not much help today. So I guess I will... You know what, I'm just going to press anything and see what I get. Let's see if my strategic planning works out. Does anyone want to join a random of randoms? Before I jump in and do this random of random solo. Are you happy to do random of randoms? Okay, let's see what we get in the random of randoms. I think you said, are you on sword as well? And all I say, it'll come up ground and you'll be like, I'm quitting. Yeah, so I imagine that we're only going to get the sword ones then, if we're both on sword. Which is fine. I haven't, I noticed one thing though, with shield, if I have the new save, I've got to actually do the virtual card thing back and forth, which is a strange thing. So because I kept shield currently on my Switch 1, if I do the shield one on the Switch 1, I have to take it back out, but because I'm saved in this den, it's still trying to make me buy the expansion pass and won't give me fast travel back there, which is kind of funny. I guess the sensible play is to take a wide guarder just in case. It's a pain, but at least I've saved in the den. That's the key thing that's important, I think. So I can always go back and forward. But if I just want to go and get more luxury balls, I'm stuck. I can't get back. Psychic. Okay. So 2 of us are okay. Not me, but... I imagine we're just going to go left. Because this is a lowlands one, which shouldn't be too difficult to beat, right? Yeah, we got fires galore. I will do the max flare with this. I think that's going to be best, but I will try to stick till the end. I think that'll be the most sensible thing to do. Because then I can take the dark type at the end for max darkness. Or a dark strength move, shall we say. Because psychic could be anything really, couldn't it? Let's be honest. You're all special, so there's no point doing max knuckle. And this may make the Slandit or Slazzle's fire move hit a bit harder. But how many of the psychics have you already got? That's probably the worry one. Or do you need, I think you need Solgaleo still, didn't you? Okay, that's a big fluffer. Yeah, for some reason they thought Psychic would be a good legendary type. The thing is, it could be something as easy to beat as one of the lake spirits, or it could be something as difficult as Necrozma or something. So. But can we win in one go? Dark Pulse? No. Metal Sound, of course, it uses the move. In fairness, this isn't a terrible team for the final. Like, if we get the 2 obvious swaps. Of course. I would like the Slandit to take this. Or Slazzle. You two, Ladias, you've got all of them. Oh, there are options. I don't have them unlocked, no. So, out of them, how many do you already have? I know you said you got the Tapu. I know that one, because you said the only Tapu you need was Coco, wasn't it? Tapu Coco. Right, I don't really want to take this, as I said. I would love the Slander to take it. The Slazzle, yes. Okay, so you have Larios, Mesprit, Tapu, and Solgaleo. Right. I think we can just stick with this Psychic. Maybe. Because at the end of the day, you can probably use your Rock move, couldn't you? Like that Stunfisk is going to be difficult to beat, and it'll use Mimicry if we do anything good. You're swapping, are you? Okay. Interesting decision. It has a bug move though, so it could be good in the final. At least there is that. And you've got a bug move here, haven't you, for this? So you can still Dynamax. I think it has a bug move. So you've still got stuff that's going to do damage. I stuck because I've got a fire move at the least. And it's probably better than losing the Dug Trio. I think the Dug Trio could be quite clutch in the final. It doesn't matter, right? We can beat this. It'll be annoying. If it uses Max Hailstorm on you, then maybe you swap. But it's difficult all round. Like, what you had was still going to be difficult for the next two fights as well, remember, because we're going to go for the Dark type, so you would have been weak to that, whatever. So you've accidentally made yourself stronger. Oh, it went for me. Interesting. And it froze me, of course it did. Ow. Oh, of course it froze me. So the chances I should probably take this just so I can do a move in the next battle. You could do if you want. I know, I'm going to die whichever. I was going to take the Dark type, that was the plan. It's just I didn't really want to take Jinx into the Dark type, but at least it stops the computer swapping. That's the good thing, because I think the other two were pretty good. And they didn't want it either. Of course they didn't want it. Or do we want to just go for the Lycan Rock? Because that's the Lycan Rock will be easy. It's going to hurt all of us really, isn't it? But we could beat the Lycan Rock a bit better. Actually, yeah, Lycan Rock. I'm going to pick Lycan Rock. Okay. I get to be Sneasel in the final. I'm worried the computer was going to swap. We'll try Bright Power. Dug Trio's got a ground move and a steel move. No? But this has an ice move, so the punching move is going to be very nice if one of you has that. I will try to put it to sleep, I guess. Then maybe we can whittle it down, because I can't do anything to it. I have Draining Kiss, actually. We'll do this first. We may get through this in one go, you never know. Max Darkness, that's definitely aimed at me, isn't it? Oh no, Bronzong. Thought that would have survived one, to be honest. It's usually a tank. Oh, it did survive. Oh, there is an event Aaron in the chat, if anyone is in the TCG game. PCG game. Where I have been in chats for so long, I've got so much money in the game, it's crazy. I can get something like 500 Ultra Balls. I guess if it is my Dynamax, I can just Dynamax in the final with this. I guess we also got to check what it is first, actually, before we make that commitment. Because it would be probably good if you can do Scorching Sands on whatever it is. But I do fear the computer may... Hopefully the computer's gambles on the Bronzong. If I'm not mistaken, haven't we got all our lives? If it is Larios, that will be a problem, yes. Don't bring it into existence. So I take this. It is fine. You see. Okay, so it may not be a good move then. So if it's Solgaleo, it's good. I managed to catch the Aaron. Let's see. Does Alfie swap? Let Alfie swap, please. Ooh, that's a good swap. What is going on? That's what I'm not used to the swaps being good. Right. What do we face? It is one that you've got already. I guess that's the gamble of the route. It's definitely your gamble that didn't pay off. Right, we are going to go for the hardest hitting move of ours. Weaken its special defense. Are you happy to do a random one, Corey? Or would you prefer to do a set route? It's not a problem, I'm quite flexible with which ones we do, or what do you have saved on your path? Okay, so we could add the shield ones into the mix for the chaos. Fair enough. Well, the more the merrier. I might only do one more, I'm not sure. It kind of depends how the runs go. I guess I need to start starting a little bit later again. But yeah, it'll be fun. We got a burn. Okay. Could have used to go smooth, but whatever, computer. Whatever. We'll keep going. We'll keep going for burns. Look, there he is. He's coming onto the game. Have you managed to unlock all the characters on Mario Kart World, the both of you, yet? As I think you're the only two regulars that have Mario Kart World. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think you two are the only ones that both have the Switch 2. Most people haven't upgraded yet, or... No worries, as I say, I'll set up a completely random one next again. It's not the end of the world. I kind of like the chaos of the random ones, to be honest. You may join. Are you happy if we're doing just a completely random one? Okie dokie, so we can set up a random one and we'll have a full team. Where did that come from? You won't know it's shiny until you catch it. That's the problem. You have to catch them all. You won't take them home. Fair enough. Let's have a look, see what we get. Did we finally end this shiny drought on this game? Well, we've never got a shiny in this save file. Pretty sure that's not shiny. No to the Jinx, no to the Sneasel, and no to the Mesprit. I'm not going to save Mesprit either, because I don't really care. Nearly everybody I know has Mesprit. That's the problem. Let's do a random one then. Okay, I'll back right out a minute. So when you go, first of all, make sure you're online with the Y button. So you'll get to this page, and then the plus button is local connection or internet. Then come and talk to the lady, do the normal sort of routine, and just click on anything is fine, doesn't matter. And just save, not a problem. Yes, you have to be there. And on this page, press the plus button to get the link code up, and the code will be pretty much around the dial tone. It'll be in the top right hand corner, as you can see, and then click invite others, and you should pop up on our lists. Hopefully. We had some I saw some people have problems yesterday. I believe Corey is on Shield, so we will get, and that is you, isn't it? I believe. I think I remember seeing you in our Union Circle. So for this bit of the screen, you want to try and pick something that's got good coverage, because you don't know what you're facing. If you get a wide guarder, take the wide guarder. You don't want to miss out on that early on. I guess I'll take this, because we don't know what the type is. Do you have syrup? I'm not sure. Robin, what's going on? You're back again. Okay. So we have a flying type. Okay, this could be a mixed match of a lot. So there is a wide guarder and an electric type on the left. And there's also a wide guarder on the right. So I imagine we're just going to have to go left. Left, right, left. Are you happy to go for the wide guarder? Slowking does have the ice punch. The only thing is, if it's Zapdos, it's going to be very difficult if we have a full water team. I'm not going to lie. I will do this just to put the rain up. And pretty much. Okay. If you want, try the feather dance. Thank you for the luck, Robin. We're about to hit the Adlands, so it's not a problem. This is the one thing that's quite difficult, is when you get when we're doing randoms, you will have to go through things like someone has to take something with coverage, someone's going to miss out on something. Like, it's just bad luck, really, at the beginning. Like, even chip damage is helpful. So, or Moltres. Yes, that's the plan. Hopefully, just not Zapdos. Oh no, it's burning me. Horrible little pest. Shadow Ball is good too. Right, we'll just do this again. We've got the rain up now, so Scald will probably kill. And yeah, that'll probably be helpful to Scald. So let's see. Nobody really wants to take this if we're going into a water type, do they? That's the problem. And it's not great against the ground type, the electric type, because we've already got too many water types. That's the only thing, is do we want to risk an electric type? That, I guess, is the big thing. Like, I don't think anyone takes this. Maybe if you want it, alligator, you can. Just be slightly better than what you've got for coverage. I think Corey sticks. Yeah, it's better stats, so it makes the most sense to swap it. Or we can go for Electabuzz. Do you want to try a gamble here? That's the next question. Electabuzz. Oh. Electabuzz will be easy to beat. But Kingler is also an option. Like, this is coverage just in case it's not Moltres or Lugia, I think. Because it can helping hand all the way through. Garvantula. What's Garvantula got that's different? Stronger stats, maybe, I guess? The good thing with Electabuzz is it can use the helping hand, though, to be very, very helpful. If you Dynamax, are you going to use Max Phantasm here? Just out of interest. And are you going to... Oh, no, actually, I imagine Alligator can take this for the next battle at least, because the next one's another water type, isn't it? And then, ironically, can take the water type at the end. Because at least we lose our fire weakness. Yeah, fire weakness in that battle. Because we are putting pretty much all of our all of our money into it being the fire one. The Firebird. But, yeah, that's fair enough. Didn't stand a chance against that. It would have been the same against a Garvantula, so we're a very, very weak pocket monster, to be fair. And with this, those two moves are going to do more next time. Flabblich should kill, I believe, with the defense drop, which is kind of big. Hopefully I can give you some form of screen, but I think you both go before the Electabuzz, so we should be good. Or the two that are going to do the attacking should. Okay, maybe not. But that's fine, it's just round. Burn it, please. What? It survived on one. That's not fair. But there we go. Yeah, so if you want to take this one for the Marowak, probably be best against the next Pokemon. I forgot what the other water type is that we're going for, but at least it's got some electric. Corey may have to Dynamax depending on what we're facing, just so we could maybe have the electric one to Dynamax at the beginning. The Slowking. Yeah, I think that's the one we're going for. The Slowking has Ice Punch, doesn't it? If I'm not mistaken. But at least the electric can do a little bit of chippy damage, can't it? I guess maybe... I guess we'll see what health we've got going into the final. Because we could actually keep the Cofagrigus, couldn't we? At the end of the day. That could actually work with, if it turns out to be Lugia, you've got the ghost moves, and if Corey needs to swap, Corey can swap. But then Corey's also got a dragon move as well, which could be kind of clutch. And there is a Pichu in the PCG game in the chat. Oh. But yeah, it's up to you, Corey, whether you do Dynamax or not. You could leave it, go round one more time, and let it go. Okay. The dragon move could do some big damage. It is Mr. Belgium. He has returned. I'm guessing with the calm return, you didn't get the shiny Zygarde. We are doing random ones at the moment. We've just had Mesprit. And this is a flying type. And we've got a very watery team, to say the least. Corey's even in the DA today. He's ready. So we're pretty much begging on this being Moltres or Ho-Ho, I think. But we also forgot the account. It could potentially be one of the Ultra Beasts. Because if this is Zapdos, it's going to be a very quick fight. But we will see. I got a stone. Is that a stone? What does a stone do in this game? Anyway, I'm using Ice Beam just because I could get the clutch freeze, which could help. Just stop it doing anything to us. A helping hand into the sea trap. Whirlwind. Get it. But does the team want to do one more after this, or... As I said, like, it had been a very, very quiet day, and then suddenly everybody's turned up and wants to take part. So we might as well do one more. We might as well just do another Ice Beam. What's the worst that can happen? I should have used Brine, it would do a lot more damage, wouldn't it? Okay, we'll see how things go, I guess. But it would be fun to do at least one more. Like, I've got to look at my scheduling for this, because usually I do 12 till 3ish, and we're approaching 3ish. And this is when the last hour is the busy hour. So the first hour was Dragon, but after that it was a very quiet hour. But now we're all here and everyone wants to take part. So I've got to plan a bit better. So do you think Corey should take this, or are you taking it ironically? Because it would probably be better for health for Corey. And you do have ghost moves if it is a psychic one. Okay, so Corey, are you happy to take this one? You have Ice Punch as well, which is nice and helpful. Okay, so Corey take this, and then we're max health in the final. Again, we'll decide the moves when we see what we're facing. I think it's the best thing. Obviously, if it's Zapdos, we don't really want to Dynamax the Electabuzz. But let's see, what do we get? Zapdos, okay. Well, this is going to be an interesting one. The question is, do we want Electabuzz to use Helping Hand on me or Corey's Ice move? Because that's the only thing I can do is an Ice move. And I guess you're going to go for a Shadow Ball? Or you're going to go for the Wonder Room or Trick Room, whatever it is that you've got with your Cofagrigus. We get it on the slow poke, the slow king. Big ice plant, brave bird. Okay, that's not the worst thing to see, to be honest. And it's mummified, which is pretty nice. And it hurts itself. It's lovely. Lower it. So I think I should Dynamax into the Hellstorm. Oh no, now Slow King's mummified. We're all going to be mummified at this rate. But then I do get... I lose the freeze boost. And it's not going to be much difference if I don't do this. I could survive an electric hit in Dynamax form. Let's see how this goes. Oh dear. That's an annoying right in the final. Are you still facing it on your own as such? Because that's usually what happens. Because it's still saying it's you, so it sort of still works. So you still have the chance of getting all of the shiny stuff, but you just lose the animation, I hope. You get that bit of luck. But we'll do one more after this, and then we'll definitely stop after that one. Tomorrow we're going to go back onto Violet. There is a chance we may do a Union Circle, but I'm not completely sure yet. I may just do more Dex completion. I will decide how things are going, what things are around, because it is July, so I would probably like to do some shiny hunting in the game tomorrow. Kind of need to, because I want to get more than 6 next month. Maybe 7, depending on this. It has turned scary. Did you get to look at the other 3 or not? Or is it just completely you get to check nothing? Anything shiny for you? Ice Punch. Ooh, no shinies, okay. Oh dear. Is it going to... Oh, I did hit. Nice. Well, that's a GG, everyone. I know some of you said you've already got this, so it's not... Yeah, as I said, 2 in a row. This is what happens when you get over half of them, though, isn't it? That's the problem, isn't it? So 2 rounds of no shinies. Good luck to Corey then, I guess. That's the only one left. I'm still very confused. I think people are completely confused with one of my reviews on Instagram. I put a movie review on Instagram and everyone's talking like I'm the one that made the movie. Let's see. Marowak, no shiny. Or Electabuzz, or Slowking, and no shiny bird. Sadly, no shiny bird. Should we give it one more check, just to be sure? Don't want to take it home, but no. Okay. I will set up another random one then, and see who joins in. And as we say, it will be the last one. No shinies all around, sadly. See if we can get, ironically, some luck in the last one for something that they need. I think this is karma for where you hid the room in hide and seek. It is open for people to join. Let's just check everything is still working before we go. Yes. So it is open for you if you want Corey to take the last spot. Okay, let's go then. Again, the same thing. Try to get some coverage and hope for the best at the beginning. I guess, who wants to be the healer? That's the question. Who wants to be the healer? I'm going with this. Oh no, I know what you're taking. What, you didn't take the charger bug? Are you feeling alright? He clicked too quickly and missed it. The Marsh Stomp wouldn't be terrible. I thought you would have taken Chargebug just because it's Chargebug. There is a Wigglytuff. Flying again. Well, I think I have to stick it out then. What do we have? Ground. Well, we got the Aurorus at the end, so I think that's the plan. Shall we go Wigglytuff? Yeah, I think so. Just do not use any attacks that can decrease a stat on it, if possible, because it will get a big boost if we let it lower its attack or anything. I will probably still Dynamax, but I will do the ground one to boost our special defenses. You have... you don't want to risk Energy Ball, I guess. Yeah, so just don't do anything that could do any extra moves to boost itself. So I'm just going to do this because this boosts our special defense, and that's all it can hit with. Rabombi, Grimmsnarl, Duraludon, Dracovic versus Uxie. Very nice. We did just beat Zapdos with like a water team. Well, partially water team. We had Celio, Seadra, Cofagrigus, and... No, it wasn't. We got rid of Seadra, didn't we? We took... Can't remember. What was the water type at the end we swapped for? But yeah. We did win it, though. That was the key factor. I had a Celio. Yeah, I kept my Celio because it had the ice moves. Oh, it was Slow King we had. We swapped Seadra for Slow King. And kept the Cofagrigus and Electabuzz. And we won. So that was nice. But nobody got a shiny. We had one disconnect in the final, which was a bit unfortunate. But we've got a pretty nice run for whatever the flying type is here. We don't know. Again, it could be Zapdos again. What ironically's flying type luck look like? How many don't you need? That's probably the best question. How many don't you need? Probably all of them. Big crits, nice. Yes, and that's why we've been doing this. No shiny for boy from Belgium. Okay. Are you doing Shaman today or not? That is the next question. Okay. Well, good luck with the Shaman. I think I'm going to have to keep this Boldor till the end. So you need Ho-Ho, Lugia, Moltres, Tornadus, Thunderous, and Rayquaza. So it's a nice mix you've got there that you need. But then there's probably about the same number you've already got. Because you've got Zapdos, Articuno, Landorus, the Latis. Actually, they're not flying. I always think the Latis are flying, aren't they? They're psychic dragons, aren't they? Stack Attacker. We forget those ones. Right, so does anyone want the Wigglytuff? That's the question. It's not the worst thing to take for what we've got. Like we could move Chargebug out, or Corey could swap if he wants. So I think the next thing is Seismitoad, if I'm not mistaken. Seismitoad could be kind of good in the final. So you have Articuno, Zapdos, Landorus, Yveltal, and Celestina. And there is a Sylveon in the chat, if anybody would like it. An event Sylveon too. Yeah, this doesn't have a water move, so don't worry. So good luck to all the people after the catches. So Corey, do you want to take this? Well, what an awful selection, really. Yeah, so actually Corey should stick, I think. Yeah, because you've got the still move, haven't you, for the Aurorus, which would be huge. Like, we would need a bit of coverage on that. Do we want a Screecher for this final, though? That's the better question. Do we need a Screecher? I think that would be the better question to ask. I don't think we need a Screecher, if I'm honest. So I don't think anyone really needs to take this. Hopefully we beat this in 2 and Corey can Dynamax against the Aurorus. And then I think you'll probably take the Aurorus in the final, Corey. That makes the most sense to me. Ironically got a gift as well. I didn't get the Sylveon, of course. Yeah. Hopefully we can actually finish this in one go. This go, because it would be nice if Corey could Dynamax in the next battle. If you want to Dynamax the Wigglytuff, you can, just to give the still the boost in the final. But we're just going to be chipping away. Hello there. How are you, Charmeleon? And thank you for the lurk. Because I think we would rather... Because then I can Dynamax in the final with a rock move as well, which would be kind of huge. Between the three of us, like, Corey will have Electric and Ancient Power, and Body Slam, of course, being an ice move. So there's some good coverage for everything that could turn up: Articuno, Moltres, Ho-Ho. So there is quite a lot going on there. So, and that's boosted you up. That's good. If you haven't already attacked. And there should be bye-bye now. And hopefully Comfey hits the grass move for the win. Oh, you get some leftover, or was that Mystical Seed? Misty Seed, okay. Wait, we didn't win in this round. I thought we were bound to win. Are you on healing duties there? Is that what it is? No. Energy Ball, pop. Yeah, so I think we've got 3 that we're keeping for the final. Corey's important for the next battle with what you've got, and then you'll be Aurorus, and we've got a good team, I think, for the final. Between all of us. Even Electric, we're good because we've got rock moves. No weaknesses to it this time. Fire, we're good. No, Corey, no. You'll take the Aurorus, because you're going to Dynamax in the next round. That's the plan. You Dynamax and use your Still move. And no one really needs to take this, really. We don't get anything from it, to be honest. Because we're all pretty much special attackers. Or we'll be using the special moves in the final. It would be nice to have a nice little hill, though, but if possible here. And then I can Dynamax in the final and do a rock move, and I've got sturdy, so I can do two rock, well, at least one good rock move in the final. There was actually a Nidoking, which could have been an option for good coverage, but whatever. It's all good. Aurorus is the beast that we love using in all of these DAs. So let's just keep going with what we know works. We don't need to complicate this. And Aurorus. Roar! It's doing its big roar. Going roar! Hopefully these are going to be wild to catch in ZA if it is Kalos based. But you never know. This is more effective, I think, so yeah. And again, you'll boost our defense with your steel spikes, which is nice as well. So let's see how this goes. I imagine you'll probably just do a bit of grass move. We just chip away at this thing. We could get this done in 2, I reckon, with the strength that we have. Wigglytuff doesn't have the best coverage, but still, Dazzling Gleam's still going to do work. And if it tries to do anything to Wigglytuff's stats, it'll get the boost. It's always good to see. Flutterby? You not got any steel moves left, Corey. Or have you used all of the Iron Tails? No worries, I just thought I'd double check. Like, it doesn't do too much to us, so that's not a problem. It doesn't really hurt us, like, say, you're faster than it, you'll finish it next turn. I know some people have, like, because you lowered the special attack, that's actually helped Comfy out, so it's worked out in our favour as well. It's a bit like earlier, we were doing a battle against Tapu Fini, and we had a fire, we used a fire type move, first move, before a max poison move, or steel move, or something like that. Or an electric move. No, we had Manetric, Dynamax, we used max flare to weaken the water move before we started using the max lightnings. So like, sometimes it's the move you don't think is good, works really well. But again, Corey, you'll take this, that's it, then we win in the final. Which is good, I think. Yes, and I think the only one with a little bit of chippy damage is, ironically, isn't it? So yeah, we've got a lovely team. Corey's move decision is down to what it is, I guess. Because obviously if it's Moltres or Ho-Ho, it's Ancient Power. If it's Zapdos, it's probably Body Slam. Yes, Corey takes this. That's the only one I can't really say what move to use until we see what we get. Because I have a doubt, yeah. But we've got enough to cover it, I think, if it's Lugia. We've got a lot of rock moves. You've got Body Slam, which is just as helpful. Probably better because you could Paralyze or Freeze, whichever one it does, or both if it can. It is Lugia. Oh dear. At least it's one ironically needs. That's the big thing. You can save this one as well, yeah. Because you got your Groudon yesterday. I'm still Dynamaxing to the rock move. Because I do have Sturdy. So if it does attack me, I can survive. Otherwise, I can't really do too much to this. But I can only do 3 rock moves and I'm done. I'm here to make up the numbers. But I think this is just all-out assault. Oh, Wigglytuff got ancient power. No boost. Nice. You're going for the defense drop, I guess. Freeze or paralyze. Either's nice. Okay. It's just a bulky thing, really, isn't it? You've got to watch out a bit for Surf, but I do have what I need defensively. Like, I don't get hurt by this. Does Corey take a gamble or go for ancient power? That's the question. Or are you going to keep going for paralyze? Probably safer to go for paralyze, isn't it, really? Okay. Let's see. Draining Kiss gets you a little bit of chippy back. Which is all we really needed. Whirlpool on you, which is lovely, not on me. Do we get a boost? No, sadly not. Big hit here. Pop. Okay. Maybe 2 more rounds before we beat it. Maybe 3. No, maybe 1 if we're very lucky. I don't know, really. And the Comfy is whirling around like nothing before. My last big rock move. And then I become useless. I couldn't really do too much more because I'm already the slowest one on the field. And yet, again, you're all special attackers. An extra sensory. Lower? Lower? No? Okay. Paralyze would be nice. No Surf. I think it has Surf, doesn't it, as its panic move? If I'm not mistaken. Okay, well, we've chipped away at this thing. Or Aeroblast. Okay, well, that's fine going on to that thing. Maybe it just has Surf as a natural move, then maybe. But I think we beat it here, between us. We just all attack and hope for the best. I've become little again. But I can take 1 hit, at least. Hopefully we beat it here. Very, very close to the Atlants. Healing, okay. Let's see. Reset all our stats. Nice, thank you. Oh no, that might kill me with the ability nerfed. That should have hurt a bit more, I thought, but never mind. And a big body slam for the W. That's a GG, everybody. Good luck with the shinies, everyone. I believe we could all get this shiny. But yes, thank you to everyone who came in today. But we'll check the shinies and then we'll wrap up. Now, that's it. Good luck to everyone. The team did an excellent job on this one. Did we even lose a life? That's the question. I don't think we did. That is a perfect run, if I'm not mistaken. So let's check them out. A Wigglytuff is not shiny, nor is the Seismitoad, or the Aurorus, or the Lugia. Nothing for me. How did the rest of the team do? Nope. Nope. 2 no-nos? I'm not saving that, I don't think. If I do end up coming back to do more, I will probably just then ironically host it. Be sensible. Okay, so nobody else got a shiny, so that's that finishes the very first month of this challenge, which is kind of crazy. So we finished June with 6 shinies. So we'll be back with Violet tomorrow.